What's up, friends?
Stuff around him. Oh man, why can't I get this chat to turn off? Am I just dumb?
What's up, friends? How we doing?
There we go.
So we good? You can hear me. I can hear you.
Yep, and you can't hear my background music, and I can't hear yours. So maybe figure this out, guys. We're streaming individually on our channels, but streaming obviously together using Discord. Don't worry, we have it all set up. We have it, it's gonna work with showing the video and everything. We're all good. We were having issues with the Kirby one earlier today using StreamYard, so we just don't want to mess around. The 2.5-hour show, we don't want you guys seeing like 10 FPS. The only thing that sucks is I can't reverse my camera. Also, the audio is going to be significantly higher quality. Discord is just better with audio quality than StreamYard. That being said, trust me, I've even debated at times like switching the podcast to be something like this, where we kind of use Discord and all. But it's hard me bringing guests. It doesn't work as well for them. We have like 3-4 people sometimes streaming the show, so then they got to set their own stuff, and that just takes longer. Yeah, it is what it is. I'm not saying we're going to forever use StreamYard. Maybe we eventually go back to the old software we were using. What I want to use is Riverside, but their streaming stuff is so limited because they're the highest quality one, but it's so limited with their streaming. So it is what it is. We got Gamebird in the house. How's it going, Gamebird?
What's up, Gamebird?
Yeah, opening night live. So I no longer expect the Silksong release date today. Team Cherry is having an announcement on Thursday. We talked about this towards the end of our Kirby stream, but you guys didn't know we streamed Kirby Air Riders Direct. You guys want to go check that out? Obviously not right now. Some other time. See our reactions. Yeah, Team Cherry, they're doing Silksong. I'm not saying Silksong won't appear today. After all, Geoff Keighley did tease it. So I'm not saying Silksong won't be part of Opening Night Live, but I don't think the release date's here. I think they're saving that for their special announcement on Thursday. Now, I could be wrong. Maybe the release date is today and that special announcement is something else. I have no idea. We don't know what the announcement technically is. We just know there's gameplay demos. I'm not going to show any images, but we already have images from the show floor. I just noticed they're out there for Silksong demo stations showing the Xbox handheld and the Switch 2. Those seem to be the two that are demoing it. There's like a massive Silksong section. Like, it's one of the biggest booths there. It's just Silksong, just lined with Switch 2 units and lined with Xbox handhelds. Like, that's it. It's a huge section just for Silksong. So that's awesome. I'm happy about that. That's cool. Obviously, unless Silksong comes out this month, which you never know. Hopefully, if it's September or later, we're maybe get to play it at a little PAX West. They did announce, by the way, for those that missed it, Kirby Air Riders is going to be demoed at PAX West. That is not being demoed publicly at Gamescom. It's only behind the scenes at Gamescom. It is being demoed publicly and probably privately at PAX West. But you do need to use your Warp Pipe Pass. Nintendo's done this quite frequently with some of these events. I think did they do it with the Switch 2 experience as well? I think there was something like that.
We had the what do you call it? The punch card, basically.
Yeah. Don't I'm gonna tell you guys right now, if you're not going to PAX West, please don't go like sign up and take someone's spot who's actually gonna be there. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy that's like, hey, I can go sign up, but you're not actually going to PAX West. You're just taking a slot from someone that could actually. So don't do that. Okay, I mean, you could be taking a slot from me for crying out loud. Maybe that's what you want to do. Maybe I'm encouraging people to take away my ability to play the game. The rest of the demos they have there aren't going to be on the Warp Pass, which just kind of means the way Nintendo's booth. I actually makes sense how they have the two booths. I bet you the one booth is just nothing Kirby, and then the other booth is all the other games. So that actually makes sense why they have the two booths really close to each other.
Yeah, I would presume we're gonna get Air Riders and Starcrossed World. Given the release date, both would be over there.
Yeah, they could both be in that same section. And then you just look at the demos at Gamescom, and you just kind of assume, yeah, okay, a lot of those will probably over at the big Nintendo booth. You'll probably have your Final Fantasy. You probably have the Elden Ring over there. Probably Metro Prime 4. I don't even know what else. It's the Legends EA potentially. So that, you know, we'll see. Obviously, we don't know what the full slate of Gamescom is. The only game announced at the moment is Kirby Air Riders. And the reason I can safely say, guys, that both of those booth areas on the floor, obviously for fans, is one, they're like really near each other. And Nintendo's second booth area, that's smaller than the other one, is the same size as everyone else's big booth. So very clearly, one of these is for the Warp Pipe Pass stuff. Then Nintendo also has like multiple business rooms. All the companies kind of do this. The big companies, they have multiple business rooms that are they're not in the main area. They're always on the outside rooms and stuff like that. So that's where all the business deals get done. You know, that's where they're dealing with the media. They're dealing with other companies. They're going up to Capcom and being like, bro, why is Requiem not over here? But no, seriously, that's what the business rooms are for. One of those is probably like a break room for the staff, obviously. But yeah, dude, PAX is shaping up well. And the reason we bring that up is because it kind of Gamescom. Kirby Air Riders playable for media, we've been told. We're not there, so we ain't getting in that. Kit and Krista are there, though. So maybe
I saw that.
Maybe they'll get up in there. A bunch of demos. The Gamescom show floor, again, I've seen a lot of photos of it. It's real nice. It's going to be all over the internet here. I think, tomorrow's when the doors open. So,
yeah.
So you're going to see it all over. There's going to be live streams from there and all sorts of
stuff.
I won't be live streaming any of it, but.
Would you ever entertain Gamescom going one year?
I have debated. Like, for the channel right now, Gamescom is before PAX. It'd be nice to be there. But it's tough because it's such an expensive trip. And, like, sure. I'd have to know it's worthwhile. And, like, any businesses I meet there for sponsorships probably aren't going to work with me because it's foreign. Maybe they will. I shouldn't say that. I had a sponsorship from Germany once, so you never know.
Yeah.
It's interesting. You know, it's something I would entertain. I don't know if, necessary. I don't know, since Nintendo always goes to PAX West backyard. I guess, we got to kind of see how that new event in Vegas goes next year, and see if that's anything worthwhile when we go.
Yeah.
And if not, then we can be like, okay, well, maybe we should slot something else in if that's not worth going to every year. I mean, ideally, I want Nintendo at Summer Game Fest, so they're part of the Days of Play. Because we could probably get into the Days of Play. I know a lot of YouTubers were able to get into that.
I would love to see that happen. Really would like to see them go to Summer Game Fest, because that's close. It's close for me. Same goes for the Game Awards. Those are just right across the way for me.
Yeah. I mean, I know for you it's much closer. For GameBird, it's much closer. I'm the one that's got to come all the way across the.
Yeah.
You know what? I always have to go across the country. That's what happens when you live in Wisconsin. I might love Wisconsin and the sports teams, but there ain't anything going on over here. All right, we do have some good summer concerts. If you do like concerts, we have a lot of really good summer concerts here. And if you like snow, obviously, we get the snow and the sledding and the skiing. But the bottom line is, if you want to have things happen, those things don't happen here. They happen on the East Coast. They happen on the West Coast. They happen down in Texas and Florida. You gotta fly anywhere I go. Well, what's nice about where I live is when I go to these places, it feels like vacation because I don't live in those areas. Like going to Vegas, I've only been there like 4 times in my life, and 3 of them were when I was a kid. So it's like, no, 2 of them were when I was a kid. So it's like, still feels like a vacation every time I go there because I'm never there. I'm never out in the desert heat. And I actually don't mind the desert heat. In fact, I don't mind it so much. I kind of feel like someday I might live in the desert somewhere because I actually don't mind the dry heat. The dry heat doesn't bother me. This humid heat.
Yeah, I take dry heat all day. All day. I've told you that.
Oh, yeah. When you're at 86 degrees here with 80% humidity, you're dying. You can't even breathe. So the air is so heavy. But it's whatever. Someone needs to tell PAX to do a South version so I can potentially drive to it. Yeah, they do PAX East. I think they had a PAX South at one point, but it didn't go well for them. So this was like many years ago. So they canceled it. PAX East and PAX West. I'm actually very curious because I've never been to PAX East. And both experiences were different, but cool. And you meet the same YouTubers and also that live on the East Coast. You know, the Jake Randalls, the Flams of the world, etc.
Yeah.
Nintendo Talk. All those people live in the East Coast. Bob Wolf. Bumped into them all the time over there. And that's cool. But like the West Coast, you know, I remember going to E3, completely different vibes. Now that was E3, the big event.
Yeah.
This isn't E3. But I have been told by people that go to PAX West that, like, by the way, Flam's coming to PAX West too, so I guess he's just going everywhere.
I saw that, yeah.
He's like, I heard you're doing Mario Kart. I'm like, I mean, look, if it works out, you can come in. I don't care. But no, it's like you come over to PAX West, and I've been told by people that go there that it's significantly larger than PAX East. And looking at the show floor, I can kind of believe it. Because here's the thing, they have multiple floors. PAX East doesn't. It's all just one giant convention center. Everything's there. So all the card stuff is there, all the tabletop. And don't get me wrong, it's cool to walk through it all. And I might one day just walk through the card building, you know, if we're Sunday, nothing else going on.
Yeah.
Or Monday. I'm sorry, Monday's the last day. So Monday, nothing else going on. Gamebird checked out because he's on his way. You know, hey, you know, I'm not saying I won't try to get some last minute gameplay sessions in, but maybe we'll walk through the building once just to check it out. Dude, I enjoy card games. I enjoy tabletop. I don't ever have time to play it. I like looking at the stuff.
Yeah, you know? For sure. I'm with you.
Sometimes you get some cool merch in there too sometimes. So yeah, probably walk through that building. But yeah, it's got more convention space, more places to eat, which is good because I always feel like that at PAX East it's a little limited if you stay in the building. At PAX West, I heard, is much better food. But it's just a different vibe because it's in the backyard of a lot of major companies, Microsoft and Nintendo. Literally, it's their backyard that this is in. You know, it's on the West Coast where, like, hey, the West Coast is also where, like, the headquarters for PlayStation is now located, too.
Yeah.
So, it's just right there where all the major companies are. Obviously, exactly, they're down in California, but whatever, it's close. So, yeah, it's really interesting. I'm curious how it compares to E3. I'm very curious how it compares to East. That's a huge one for me because, again, I have multiple times at PAX East. I get the gist. I know how it goes there. I don't know here how it goes here. So I'm very curious. It definitely seems like there's more companies here. And obviously Nintendo's here, which they weren't even at PAX East last time. And when they were at PAX East the time before that, they didn't even have demos of anything new. It was all old. Here, we already know there's a Warp Pipe Pass for literally Kirby Air Rider. Bare minimum, we're going to get to play Kirby Air Riders before it comes out. Like, that alone already means this trip was worth it.
Yeah.
Just that alone. The big holiday game for Nintendo, we get to play 2 months early. Like, that is sick. That's sick. So, obviously, we assume Nintendo's got a bunch of other demos. They have that booth is massive. Anyways, maybe it's that big every year. I don't know. I don't go to PAX West. Maybe they always have that much floor space.
I'm really excited to find out what's going to be there. You know, obviously we can't talk about it, but
yeah, that's the thing. Like, there's some things that we know that we can't say. There's other things, like, I don't know. I have company, you know, there's all these behind the scenes shenanigans. That's how it goes with these. It's happy to be invited to stuff. That's a good thing that they're even thinking of us. So,
very
example, partners with PAX West, literally. Next week, I have to decide. I have to do a live stream that has PAX West in the title. I'm debating if we should talk a lot about PAX West on the podcast to make that the stream. So, like, my other streams don't really stay live, so I don't know if they'll be happy that my stream didn't stay live.
Do you have to do that when this Wednesday or next Wednesday?
It'll be next Wednesday. I have to do it before PAX begins.
You just do it next Wednesday. We're going to be talking PAX anyways.
Yeah,
as one of our topics, right?
Yeah, I'm sure about as one of our topics, our plans, what we have scheduled. We can talk about what we have scheduled. Can't really talk about. You can at least mention, oh yeah, like if we're doing something with Capcom behind this, cool. You can probably mention that we're doing something, but we can't say what it is, right?
Yeah, exactly.
NDAs and all this other stuff. You know, it's no secret that media gets to play some stuff sometimes behind the scenes, but you know, there's always like you can't talk about what you're playing, or even if you mention it, you can't say anything about it until certain dates and certain times. Previews and went through this rigmarole. Like E3 was like this a lot. There was a lot of media things I used to do there, and you would play stuff behind the scenes that you couldn't even talk about for like a month. It just is what it is. What was cool is you could pre-make the video, so you already know on that day, hey, I already got my video done. And
I think that's what I'm most excited about, because I rarely get early review codes. So I was kind of explaining it to Michaela yesterday. And it's just, my channel compared to something like an IGN or a Nintendo Life or even big YouTubers, it's like if the race starts today, for me, it started 2 weeks ago for them when they got the code. And so when launch day comes for a game, it's already done, ready, uploaded, scheduled, and I'm just getting the game. Yeah, so it's like I'm just always at a disadvantage. But for something like this, wouldn't be because of embargoes. So I'm thankful actually for that.
Yeah, it's interesting, guys. I see people that say 8 minutes, 9 minutes. Yes, the stream for Gamescom begins then. They have a countdown. So it's actually a half hour after that. They go live early to let people get in. Geoff Keighley does this every time. So it's actually a half hour after is when the pre-show begins. And then the real show is at the top of the hour at 1 p.m. Central, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. But there's a pre-show they do before that. So yeah, it doesn't actually begin. Now I might have to mute the music. That begins in 6 minutes. We'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I'm aware. We're paying attention. If for some reason there's a pre-show to the pre-show, all right, well then we're live. We're already set up. We're ready to go. We know what we're doing around here. But yeah, I'm excited today.
You too, man.
I'm excited. Resident Evil Requiem. We're seeing Fallout Season 2 reveal trailer. Really excited for that. I don't know if you guys have seen the Fallout show. I was just reminded because dude, it's such a good show. If you haven't watched, I don't care if you like the series, right? You don't have to be a fan of the series. I don't really play a lot of Fallout. I have played some. I'm aware of the series. I played some Fallout Shelter as well. But bottom line is, I'm not a huge Fallout guy. I F with that show, Season 1. Dude, that show is my jam. I love that show. Yulia was even liking the show, and she never even heard of Fallout. It's like, it's just a really good show.
Yeah, Michaela and I both watched it. Really enjoyed it. Michaela used to play Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas before I even met her, which I thought was really cool. Thought it was pretty awesome. And then, I had pre-ordered Fallout 4 on PS4. I have the Pip-Boy edition. I actually have the Pip-Boy on the shelf right over there, right by King Hippo. And I was just way too busy with work to ever be able to play Fallout. Like, it just did not work out. This when I was working in the mortgage industry, tons of hours. When COVID hit and everything slowed down, I knew exactly what game I was finally going to play. And it was obviously Fallout 4. I'm like, this is the perfect game to play right now. Right? Like, Fallout and COVID just felt, honestly, like the perfect mix. So I got to finally play Fallout 4 and not be rushed, enjoy the whole thing, spend as many hours in the game as I wanted. And it was such a great time. So I'm excited for whenever we get the next Fallout. And again, I'd love to see Fallout come to Switch 2. It would be a really nice portable fit.
Yeah, we have some other stuff going on there too, guys. We're seeing Call of Duty. We're gonna get that full gameplay reveal and all of that. They'll probably get that marketing campaign today. I won't be surprised with demos at Gamescom. Bunch of stuff we're getting. But I will be right back because I'm a father and the duties of a father never end. So I'll be right back, guys.
All right, guys. Well, Nate's gone. Let's say, what are we most looking forward to today first? Now, look, I don't know. I've had a lot of questions in the chat. Nate has as well. Asking if we think we're going to see Nintendo announce anything today. And look, I'll be straight up with you guys. I'm not counting on Nintendo announcing something new. But that's not to say it won't happen. I'm just not counting on it, right? If it happens, I'm going to look at it as a bonus. I'm more going into Gamescom just as a, I'm a gamer. I play all the consoles. You guys know this. I play Nintendo, I play PlayStation, I have Xbox, I have PC, Steam. Sometimes developers, I get Steam codes for games to play on Steam and review. So I'm excited for all of gaming, just like, just like E3 was back in the day, just like the Game Awards opening night, the pre-show, where we get all the video game announcements. That's the kind of stuff that I'm looking forward to. And of course, with that comes maybe the Switch 2 logos, right? In the trailers. So I would say that I'm more hopeful to see something like that. Where, we see a trailer for a game and it's also coming to Switch 2. Or we see a trailer for a game and maybe the Switch 2 logo's not in there, but there's a Twitter post right after the trailer that says it's also coming to Switch 2 or coming to Nintendo. Something to that effect. Maybe we'll see that, right? There's probably going to be games that are shown that maybe it doesn't say it's coming to Nintendo, but it's probably pretty obvious to us that it is. So instances like that. I'm a big Resident Evil fan. The first one on PlayStation, this is the one I grew up with. I have fond memories renting this from Blockbuster and playing this with my cousin on Halloween night after we went trick-or-treating on the big screen TV, which was the big box screen, in surround sound. So I have a lot of fond memories of Resident Evil. Resident Evil Village came out on my birthday. What was it? 2022, I believe.
Yep.
And so that's one game I'm hyped for. I have Silent Hill F pre-ordered for PS5. I did review Call of Duty last year, the campaign. And I have the review up on my channel. Look, guys. If you used to like the Call of Duty campaigns and then you got away from them because, honestly, the quality started to drop, I gotta say, the campaign mode in Black Ops 6 was phenomenal. Fantastic. So I'm legit looking forward to it. And the way that the story ended was a genuine cliffhanger. So the fact that we're getting new one, I'm very excited to see that in an immediate follow-up. So there's just a ton of stuff I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see what Kyle's going to show, Bossman, because I presume these are going to be smaller scale games. Not the huge AAA, but maybe. But that's where you get a lot of the creative stuff, was with these smaller games, the indies, the JRPGs. So
someone sent me a Venmo. Nintendo. He says, I appreciate the stream, Prime. Per Switch Force video, Kirby Air Riders being the November Black Friday game is a big loss. Pokemon's EA is carrying things for me now because I don't care. Floating Hands Metroid game either. Floating Hands, jeez. Look, I mean, you made your opinion pretty clear on the Kirby stream. You are not excited for Kirby whatsoever. And obviously, I watched the Switch Force video. I know he's not excited. And that's fine. Kirby is what it is. You either like it or you don't. I'm excited for it. So I'm good. Like, I don't, it is weird to have it as the big holiday. We don't know. We don't know what September holds. We don't know, obviously, if they're going to double up in October or double up in November. They've doubled up in November several times in the past. So we'll see. We don't know what's going on. You know what the biggest takeaway from the Switch Wars video I got? I don't care about his opinion on the games. That's his opinion. Like, if that's cool, and if we're having a discussion, I care, right? Because we can have a back and forth and have an honest discussion about it.
Yeah.
But because I'm not having a discussion with him, I don't, his opinion could be what it is. I don't have to agree with it. That being said, he said something else in that video that you should have pointed out. How about giving some direct information? Now, he's not giving the day or the week yet, but he said the Nintendo Direct is the big one's happening sooner than you think it is, and on a day that you don't expect. So not on a Thursday, because that's the expected day. Sooner than you think means probably not end of September. It might be what kicks off September.
So he said this in today's video?
Today's video, yep.
Okay. Yeah, when we went on break, I was playing some Suikoden, and I'm like in the end game. That's my next one for review. So I'm very close. I have 3/4 of the review written. I'm just waiting till I get to the end to see if there's anything I want to add to it. So chipping away at that. But yeah, I didn't check anything on YouTube or Twitter. Also because if there was any leaks, I didn't, like for Gamescom, I wanted to make sure I didn't see it. So I was just kind of unplugged for an hour and a half.
Yeah, I was just listening to some Row Nation and him a couple while I was cooking lunch for the kids, and I was like, hey, cool. Let's see some other people's opinions, and it's interesting to see that some content creators excited, some not. I mean, that's the way all games are, to be completely honest. But
well, look at DragX Drive.
Okay, well, almost everyone dislikes that, but you.
I know, and I saw all the feedback like when it came out, and I'm just like, oh god, like I actually genuinely enjoy this, and when I review this should be interesting because I'm sure I'm gonna get called a lot of things because I actually like it, but it's like, hey, come on. I love basketball. I played wheelchair basketball. I enjoy Nintendo games. I love video games. I like exercising. There's a lot of things for me here. So clearly, I'm going to enjoy this game. It's like it's not that deep.
So, how there's all those games releasing the week?
Yeah, the 13 games we're basically out of town.
I'm not a game reviewer, so like I could just take my time and play whatever. But, well, for the most part, there's some things for the podcast. Like I want to make sure I get on, like Donkey Kong Bonanza to do the preview, but
yeah,
or the review or whatever the hell we call that we do, where we talk about it the week after it comes up.
The roundtable impressions, basically.
The roundtable where like we have to check where is everybody. Okay, so we can't talk past. Oh, got it. But that weekend just got more crazy. I'm probably not even gonna get an opportunity to do this. Sonic Racing Crossworlds is gonna have an open beta test that weekend. That we're there. I'm probably just not gonna do it.
I don't think I'll do it again. Like I would be interested in trying it out on Switch too. But I have my video on my channel for PS5, and I did like it a lot.
Yeah. So just so you guys know, that's happening the final weekend of the month, heading into September. I'm probably not going to give it a try. I'm going to be at PAX. I'm going to be playing actual demos, games and stuff like this. And I realize this is like a demo. I'm also not interested in Sonic Crossworlds, so there's that as well. But yeah, just so you know, like, hey, well, we're at PAX. You guys have something you can play at home too. And try something out. So that announcement, we'll have all the details on that, I believe, are going to be happening later today. So cool. Again, not something I care that much about, but it's out there for people that want to be able to do that end of the month. We're going to be playing other games, and one thing about the trip, I was talking to Yulia about this. I'm like, yeah, it's really busy. The work happens when you get put it in a computer and do everything.
Yeah.
I'm still planning to make videos while I'm there. News videos. They'll probably be a single topic because I'm not going to gather everything together. And we have a bonus podcast to do. But the thing is, as I told them, like, well, the biggest thing for me is, we have all the work to do. We got to make sure we find time for, actually hanging out, shooting the shit, like, because it's a once in a, not a once in a lifetime, but a rare opportunity where the whole crew's together. Looks like it's probably going to happen again in Vegas. But again, these trips are like in and out, like Gamebird. He's leaving before the show's even done because he has to. He's got other commitments. And I can tell you guys right now, Greenbird is not going to be on the podcast when we come back. The podcast after PAX, he won't be there, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
It kind of sucks because that's sort of the one where we talk about all of our stuff. But maybe I can get him to pre-record something. I don't know. He's got some birthday stuff going on, so I'm not gonna be like, dude, it's your birthday. Have fun, man. Do your family stuff. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
And he'll be on obviously the bonus pod. We'll make sure we record that before he leaves or live stream it. We hope we get to live stream the bonus episode. We'll see. We're relying on hotel internet, so we'll see if it can happen. Sometimes you get lucky. I very lucky when I went to PAX East and had pretty good internet. I don't know. We'll see. I'm hoping all these hotels have been upgraded to fiber and it's all good. But we'll see. But yeah, and the opening night live stream is live. There's our music. That's some pretty intense music. All right. As I'm like, Stash probably didn't hear any of it because I don't have it on yet.
Yeah, I didn't hear it yet. I'm like, do I need to mute my music?
No. I got it. Not until I put it on Discord, so we're all good. Okay, let's see here. Nintendo Bite Slumber Party. You four can have pillow fights and gossip about boys all night. Oh my god. For starters, we all have our own hotel room besides Eric. Eric's in my room, on a couch. It's a pull-out couch. It's a nice hotel room.
Yeah, all the ladies are going to be there with us.
Yeah, the ladies are there with us too as well.
Other halves are coming.
Now maybe they're going to get in a pillow fight. I can't stop that.
Nah, I wouldn't stop that. Yeah.
Yeah, like if we're all sipping some Mai Tai down by the outdoor pool while the ladies are in their bathing suits hitting each other with pillows, we're gonna
just gotta let that happen.
We're just gonna let it happen and probably talk video games. Literally shooting the shit, talking video games or sports while the women are just kind of, I don't know, let someone's fantasy. We'll just let it happen.
Yeah, it's crazy. Football. Obviously, I was kind of like looking at the schedule ahead.
Yep.
And football starting that week we come back.
I know.
I'm just like my God.
It's just nonstop.
And then basketball will be around the corner.
Yeah, we back up. My Brewers look like they're the one seeds. They got the playoffs in October. Like it's just, oh my God. I love sports, and I obviously don't prioritize sports over work and my family and all that. But look, if I'm doing something with the family, fucking right, I'm streaming it on my phone and pulling it out of my pocket and checking what's going on, putting it back in. Of course I am.
Always.
I'm gonna know what's happening, even if I can't watch everything.
Always.
And yeah, if it's a tight game in the final 2 minutes, maybe my phone stays out of my pocket for a moment.
Always.
I'll take it and yell at, put your phone away. Why? We're at church. Well, all right. Slip it back in, pull out the headphone, try to.
I've done that pretty much my whole life that you could. When we were younger, it was the Walkman and having 6:20 a.m. here in Arizona. That's where you could listen to all the Suns games. Yep. We had that, of course. But I remember being in school, in college, like community college. I took a few classes. And that was not good because I'm literally there on my laptop with the Wi-Fi with NBA League Pass on, watching the Suns game as I'm supposed to be paying attention. Obviously, that didn't work out. And you just end up wasting money, essentially. Everywhere we go, Michaela and I have been out to eat. My phone's set up. I have the phone set up. As you can see, we got the Suns there too. Phone set up pretty much right in front of the drink that they put in front of you. And you just have the phone up there with the game on. She's used to it though. I've been this way since we met, so it's not like this is something new I developed since we've been together. I've always been this way. You can never take the Phoenix Suns out of me. Ever. The Suns and Nintendo are literally, intertwined to my DNA. So, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
How's it looking?
Sorry, just reading my chat. It's making me laugh. People like some people are taking it serious that our wives are just gonna have giant pillow by the pool while we're sitting there. Guys, this isn't a real scenario. Let's be realistic. There's no. Our wives aren't about to get in a bunch of pillow fights. Joke. It's a joke. If nothing else, they'll be in the hot tub and they might kick us the fuck out.
Yeah.
We're bothering them too much. We don't want to hear this gaming shit. All right, fine, man. We'll go watch sports and be men somewhere else.
I wish there were games on while we were out there. That'd be nice. It's like we just missed it.
Yeah. There could be some baseball on, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Probably won't be my team, though, but it's all right. I mean, the Mariners aren't any good this year, I don't think, so I'd rather be my team than the Mariners, but, all right. That being said, we are about 17 minutes away from the pre-show. Oh, never mind. Sorry, 22. Wait, is this live? Yeah, 20. Sorry. They have their own countdown. 22 minutes away from the pre-show. So their pre-show starting a little bit early, which is okay. Wait, a little bit late. Sorry, a little bit late. 35. They're starting at 12:35. All right. We're paying attention. We got things on lockdown. Yeah, there could be some MMA or something else going on. I don't know. Dude, I don't need things to be on to hang out with people, shoot the shit,
Yeah, me either.
It'll be all good. I'm not actually worried about anything. It's gonna be fun. I was just making a point that having time to hang out, and even though we are there to do work, and there's a lot to do, especially for Stash. Stash has probably the most to do because he does actual game previews and reviews and stuff. Me, I do previews on the big Nintendo stuff, but that's usually it. Otherwise, I'm there for one, I just personally want to try stuff, or two, things that we can talk about on the podcast, and then three, trying to get some acquaintances and business deals and exchanging of information and stuff like that, to potentially for sponsorships. This is my job, of course. There's one company that reached out today that I want to do a meeting with that could be something in the future. So, like, guys, that Lexar sponsorship I did, well, that started at PAX East. So, you never know. Trying to work out something with Genki as well, but they still don't have their new vectors coming out yet. So, yeah, good products. That Moonbase, Stash wasn't kidding. That Moonbase is sick.
Isn't it sick? Like, I know it's so weird. I just want to get this out there since we got both your viewers, my viewers here, and it's not the podcast, so I can talk about it just for a sec. The Moonbase, I know it probably seemed maybe a little off base that I'm reviewing essentially a surge protector. And it's probably like, what? You're making a video on a surge protector? But as Nate said, like, this thing is sick. Okay? And for what we do, this is super helpful, right? It's got really big plug outlets, so you can put any sort of brick in it. Like, you could plug in essentially Nintendo Switch 2 into it, and it'll fit. Because, with normal surge protectors, you don't have that space. Like, it might have 6 outlets, but you can only fill up 2.
Or there's like one that's separate from the rest, and it's like, okay, but if I have more than one plug that needs space.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like that. And you have all that, and then you have the 4 USB-C ports on there as well. You just plug right in. And, like, I'm on the latest iPhone, so I have USB-C now. I'm off the Lightning crap, thankfully. So it's like you can plug everything into there, and it's super compact. And they don't make surge protectors like that. And when you watch the video from Genki, their Kickstarter, on like why they made this, it makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, they needed it too. It's just
Yeah, I love it.
practical. So I'm glad you like it.
Yeah, 2 of the USB-Cs are 100-watt USB-Cs, so you could charge, your MacBooks and all that stuff right off it. I think the other 2 are 45-watt, I believe. I didn't double check. Pretty sure they were 45-watt, the other 2, which is standard charge rate for most phones. So, yeah, it's great. I love the hell out of the thing. I'm literally using. I was almost joking, like I kind of 2 of these, but that's all right. That's all right. I love it. It's really expensive though. I will note it's really expensive, but I will say, remember guys when I had the lightning thing and it damaged some of my products? You know what products didn't get damaged? The ones plugged into that. So it gave me better surge protection than my other surge protectors. So take that for what it is. I haven't opened it up. I don't know what the internals are like, but I like when surge protectors not only protect your equipment, but they don't break themselves. Like the surge protector is supposed to break before your equipment does, but I like when it can take the jolt of lightning and then still survive it and nothing's damaged. That being said, yes, I will be buying a UPS for my computer very soon. I'm not. That was scary. I'm also getting a backup PC. Apparently, I've been talking to a company, but
Oh, good.
either way, there will be battery backups going on, so I don't have to deal. Well, at least for that, and maybe the Rodecaster. I got to be careful how much I plug into it, but dude, those things are expensive. I'm not looking at like the $300. I'm looking at like the $800. I want the ones that can actually handle. If I'm in the middle of a stream and I want to end it and my power goes out and I want to end it succinctly, it's got to manage a good number of devices for me to shut down things properly. So why am I mirrored? Because it's Discord, and Discord does not let me mirror my camera back. I tried. If you didn't know, like Stash is fine. It's about what camera you use. So when this camera, like DSLR or whatever, no, maybe it's not that. I don't know. So Lumix S5 Mark II or whatever. This is how the camera actually records. So when I see myself on the preview screen, it's mirrored. It's backwards. But when it records it to a thing, it flips the recording. But this is how the camera actually sees you. The camera sees you like a mirror sees you. It sees you backwards. Because that's the way it looks when they're looking at you. That said, Discord doesn't give the option to flip the camera, so there's nothing I can do about it. Whereas Stash, he's using, I believe, a webcam. And webcams do all that processing inside of it and flip the image before it goes to anything else.
Yeah, so I'm on the Elgato, what do you call it? The 4K Pro.
4K face cam?
Basecamp Pro 4K, yeah. And so the way I see it in Discord, everything is flipped. But I think my stream is normal.
Yeah, because I could read NBA Jam. It's in the right.
So where I see it, it's Maj ABN.
Yeah, and I might be looking the right way on your end.
You do.
Like maybe see, it's a Discord thing, guys.
Yeah.
So like on Streamlabs, I could fix it. I have anything on my TV back here. But yeah, I'm excited, dude. We're 10 minutes away. Do you think we're gonna see any surprises today? Because they announced all these big games, but do you think we're gonna have any surprise announcements?
I do. I don't think we know everything right now. I don't know the scale of surprise, but I would at least presume there's one more thing. I don't know how many we're gonna see. Like, from what they've announced, I'm excited for that. But I do think there's gonna be some extra stuff there. Something worth talking about, let's say. What do you think?
I mean, the big question is Nintendo going to finally show up time after? I would love it. I doubt it. I severely doubt it. And if they do, I'm going to laugh at all the Nintendo content in this event. There's a lot of content creators, Nintendo especially, that skip out on all the Geoff Keighley events and don't stream any of them, besides sometimes the Game Awards when Nintendo's. So it's interesting. It's interesting. We'll see what happens. By the way, I don't actually think Nintendo's gonna, but they have a huge presence at Gamescom, so you never know. Maybe this is the year, maybe not. We still don't have a September game.
Yeah.
All thought it was going to be Kirby Air Riders, and nope, that's November. So what the hell's in September? Don't know. That's reality. We actually have no idea. So we still could get more Nintendo news in the next 2 weeks.
I mean, I'm expecting, we've talked about it. We still have the Mario 40th. We still have Metroid, Hyrule Warriors. And then we got the big third-party stuff. You know, like Elden Ring, Tarnished Edition, and Final Fantasy VII. Borderlands. Obviously, we already know when that's coming out, but we have those two big games, and then we have unannounced. Whatever's unannounced. I still believe we have unannounced games coming. And it seems that the announcement to release is a lot shorter these days.
Yeah.
To fit, I think, the modern consumer's kind of attention span, right?
Yep.
It's not like it was back in the day where they show you a game, you know, and it doesn't release for a few years. I think they found that doesn't work very well. Obviously, we still have cases of it. Metroid Prime, Hollow Knight. For the most part, it seems companies don't want to do that. Because then when you announce something, all people do is ask, where's this game?
All the time.
Yeah. It's not beneficial.
I mean, look, it's still happening with Nintendo. Right now, there are people that are very disappointed with this opening 6 months. And they're like, where are the big games? We didn't get any big ones last year. We're not getting any big ones this year. But, you know, yeah, Mario Kart DK are nice, but that's not the A squad. And I get that. A couple of years of not really having much. 2023 basically had 3, which is good. But since then, like it was, what was it? It was Zelda, Pikmin, and then Mario Wonder. It's been pretty sparse since then until Mario Kart and DK. And I'm like, well, how many big games do you expect?
Well, we had,
I think 2017 spoiled us.
We had 3 Mario RPGs though too.
Yes, we did.
We had Thousand Year Door, obviously, but Mario and Luigi and the Super Mario RPG remake, which was an absolute. I mean, I lost my shit when that was announced. That was a godsend. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. I'm just such a huge fan of that game, man. Nothing like playing that back in the day, right when it came out.
A super chat here.
Pi Studios has donated $4.99 and says, I really wonder what Sega's doing here. Shinobi is coming out, and so is Sonic. And all the games for next year, Ari already announced. Oh,
yeah. It's interesting. I mean, I expect some cross-world stuff. That's like their biggest game coming out the rest of the year. It's interesting. I mean, look, with Sega, for me, it's all about those classics that they're bringing back with new games. You know, Shinobi, one of them. But like, what's happening with all of that? Like, reminds me of the Capcom 5 back in the day, except.
Yeah, so we got Golden Axe, Streets of Rage, Jet Set Radio, Jet Grind Radio. Obviously, Shinobi is coming out in 9 days? Yeah,
I think so.
No, 10 days on the 29th. And what was the other one? Golden Axe, Streets of Rage, Shinobi, Jet Set. Oh, Crazy Taxi. That's right. Crazy Taxi was the other one. Again, I did the preview video on my channel of Shinobi, and it's like, hey, dude, I feel like they're starting this off really strong. like I really enjoyed Ninja Gaiden, but just from what I played of the Shinobi demo, I enjoyed that more than Ninja Gaiden. The combat's just deeper, feels better. The art style is very nice. Both great games. You know, it's like talking about Odyssey and DK Bonanza. Both great games. End of the day.
Jerome brings up Super Meat Boy 3D. If it'll be here, I think if that's here, it could be in the pre-show. I feel like that'd be a good pre-show game.
Yeah, it could be. The Tourist, you guys see that? They got the Tourist coming out for Switch 2. And Shinin, Fast Fusion, they're the ones who are bringing over Switch 2.
Oh.
And that's coming out this year. So soon. Highly rated indie game.
Yeah, Sega could have like RGG stuff, you know, like Virtua Fighter, Stranger Than Heaven, and some games. Shout out to HMOD for bringing those ones up. Yeah, I mean, what I like about these events, and Opening Night Live in particular, is I don't pay as much attention to leaks for Opening Night Live since Nintendo's usually not involved. So a lot of stuff that gets shown is fairly surprising to me, besides Keighley pre-announces to advertise the show. So I'm really excited for this show. I think it's going to be a great show. But we'll see. Yeah, Stash's cam is blurry. It's not the camera. It's his internet. It is what it is. He lives on a mountain. On a mountain. So that's why on my end, I'm the one also hosting the video that I'll be sending to him for Opening Night Live, because we'll take up as much of my internet as we can compared to his. And I don't even have great internet, but I have better than he does. I have a business line cable internet, which you figure would be nice, but it's Spectrum. It's Spectrum. It's not that nice. We need to get some fiber up in here, but it just doesn't exist over here. Another chair has joined the stream. Let's see here. Even that's blurry. Wait till you see how we look all pixelated up in this corner up here on the other one. Once we flip over, it's hilarious. Well, it's about the best we could do, given what we're trying to do here. I mean, technically, I can make myself look nice, but I don't want to do that. All right. We got 5 minutes, 40 seconds to go.
Okay.
We could maybe even switch over and make sure this is all working before the show begins. Turn off my music here. Let me
all right, get my music off.
Yeah, let me get this set up here. I have to share that. Okay. Don't worry, guys. This isn't what the layout is. If you're watching, just give me because it could be the layout, but it's not, because we have.
Cody B asked, how long is the event? The event's about... The pre-show is roughly 30 minutes. And the event itself is supposed to be at least 2 hours.
You could hear that, right?
Do it again?
Well, no.
I think if I do this...
Hold on. I have a thing. I have a setting I can change. So this is why I wanted to do this slightly early here. Where is Discord? Why did Discord vanish now? There it is. I think I gotta do this.
I can hear that.
You can hear it now?
Yep.
So we're all good. All right, cool. All right, working on your stream too?
Yep.
All right, good. We got it then. We got it. All right. All right. We'll leave it turned down a little bit here. Anyways, so you guys see we got 4 minutes ago. See, the stream works out pretty good. I know I'm a little pixelated up here, but hey, I don't care. I'm here. That's all that matters. So up a little bit though. There we go. Like that. Anyways. So this could be cool.
Yeah.
See what happens. 3 minutes and 24 seconds. Yeah, you guys should be able to hear on my end everything. It's basically just a Discord call with me playing a video. I do this all the time. Like I have Joe calling, I'll just restart calling. So my end's going to be fine. It's making sure everything. He's a little newer to doing this stuff in this way with Discord involved and everything.
Yeah. Everyone in chat saying it looks good. I've been adjusting your audio kind of throughout. I think we're at probably a good spot now with the audio. But if it gets too loud during the actual show, just let me know, guys, and I will adjust on the fly. I'll be keeping a look on the chat the whole time.
Yeah, same thing over here. Like if me and Stash were not even enough, let me know. I can adjust volumes on Discord, and I can adjust volumes on the stream. And normally, what I do for the streams, volume pretty high, but we'll see how high we go. If it's a little too loud, we'll turn it down. I know you guys want to hear our reactions too for the next 2.5 hours. You want to hear us talk. You want to hear also the music and them talk. Finding that balance takes a little bit sometimes. And I have ways to adjust it on my end that don't affect his end and all the stuff. So. Let's see. Is the stream going to be laggy again? Well, does the stream look like our last stream? Why do you think we're doing it this way? It's almost like we're doing it this way intentionally, so it's not laggy. So my stream should not be laggy. That I could say. In fact, I can make my stream really not be laggy. I could just do this. I could turn off this. And you're gonna be like, huh, what is going on? Don't worry, I can do this. And then I could really make mine not be laggy at all. Why is that so big? Oh, I know why that's so big. This is my actual monitor share, like I'm doing on a normal stream. Right here.
Inspector said it just started.
I can refresh. I'm live right now, but 52 seconds.
Okay.
All right. Anyways, guys, now this is like direct off my computer instead of through Discord. Either way, you're not gonna have lag on my end. It's Stash's end that we're not 100% sure. Should be okay. We were testing this earlier, so.
Yeah, we didn't really take much of a break.
No, it really wasn't. I had enough time to cook my kids' lunch. That was about it. I didn't even get to see Yulia before she left. She left to go hang out with her sister. She wasn't even awake yet. She woke up right as I was coming downstairs. I'm so sorry, hon. I was hoping to see her for a little bit today, but you know, it's whatever. All right. Should be starting here any moment. As soon as it does, I'll turn the volume up. Oh, volume's turning down, so they must be coming on. All right, here they are. This is their volume. See if it's too loud.
Hello and welcome to the Gamescom Opening Night Live 2025 pre-show. I'm Kyle Bossman. The main show, Opening Night Live, the one with Black Ops 7 and Resident Evil Requiem, hosted by Geoff Keighley. That's soon, but not yet. This is the waiting room. And the secret about the ONL pre-show is that it's good itself. We've got an absurd amount of trailers and reveals, premieres right here in the lead up. So let's not waste another microsecond. Here's a brand new game reveal.
Yo, remember me? Your old pal Bubsy?
Yup.
From all those classic games you loved.
Something I said? What could possibly go?
Forget about that. Let's talk about the new one. Bubsy 4D. Now this I like. So, where are we going next? Don't mind if I do. Sweet. They call me the Orange Blur. Do any of these outfits come with pants? You know I've only got one brain cell, right? And it's working overtime on this baby. Sorry, I didn't even know they were
Hey,
still
Switch
around.
2.
Shoot!
The first game I ever played on my PlayStation 29 years ago was Bubsy
Oh no!
3D.
Buffering on me.
If you told me back then that one day I would be introducing Bubsy 4D to the world, I'd say, yeah, that sounds about right. Now let's keep this pre-show
That sounds
popping.
about right.
Here's another brand new game announcement.
Nate, I was told that the stream was buffering on IGN as well. So it wasn't us.
They're at man. Okay. I was like, my internet says it's great, so I don't think pop.
Yeah.
So I got worried for a moment. You guys know that watched that I've had some internet flubs lately, but I think I fixed it with my new router.
You're watching the Gamescom Opening Night Live
so good.
pre-show, which will basically be me teeing up wall-to-wall trailers in the time before the main event. We do have an interview coming up with the project lead of Double Fine's Keeper. For now, here's a trailer for a LucasArts classic remastered by Night Dive Studios.
Okay, I heard about this. You know I love Night Dive and LucasArts.
You afraid to die, kid? Keep that thing. Some gleam of city rising. A city has a fine name on it. It's gonna take more than bullets to get what you want, mister. What's a lawman? Always a lawman.
Hell yeah. Plus a handful of missions remastered. Nice. Switch!
I'm excited for that. Night Dive does such a good job.
A little bit when I said this pre-show is filled with exciting and really good trailers because it's my job. Normally you'd be right. However, sometimes a trailer is actually just unmistakably exciting and really good. Like this one.
Is this like a modern day Magic School Bus?
Oh, we have Mega. Densha.
In this year's Xbox Showcase, Double Fine announced their first new game since Psychonauts 2. It's called Keeper. And joining us tonight in a recently pre-recorded interview is the game's project lead, Lee Petty.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for having me.
I'm so excited to have you here. So you're showing a first look at gameplay of Keeper. The game itself is about the lighthouse, but also the bird as well, right? This duo. And I'm curious about whether that was conceptualized first as like imagery, like it sounds like a cool idea, or if that was conceptualized first from like a gameplay standpoint.
I always think about the total experience more than say mechanics and art and story. A lot of the game is about, this lighthouse waking up after eons of lying dormant and learning to walk. And the bird is part of that, right? So the bird and the lighthouse are perfect companions because they're different. At the same time, the bird is wary of dark spaces, and there's a malevolent presence around the island that the lighthouse can keep at bay. So together, those two set out on this tale, and their abilities complement each other, but also the bird becomes, I think, kind of the emotional heart of the game.
You have an extensive background as an art director, right? I think that's apparent when anybody just looks at Keeper for the first time. So I'm curious about your inspirations.
There's so many inspirations for Keeper, and one of the ones that really stuck out was the Dark Crystal. I saw it as a kid, and it was really inspiring to me because it felt like such a different take on a fantasy world that I hadn't seen before, and it was beautiful, but also a bit tragic. It was scary at times, but also really playful and fun.
Do the bird and the lighthouse have names?
Yeah, well, at least the bird does, and we call the bird Twig internally because she has a beak that is made of driftwood.
But for now, the lighthouse is simply the lighthouse.
It's just simply the lighthouse, yeah.
Lee, thank you so much for joining us here in the pre-show. When will people be able to play Keeper?
On October 17th this year, which is coming up really soon, and we can't wait for people to get in there and experience our strange, beautiful world for themselves.
Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, that was a great interview.
Right.
And if you thought this pre-show
they have their
couldn't
own
get any more masculine,
Have what?
buddy, watch this.
So there's a flex over the stream because they're playing it live in this one.
What's happening? You made it to the Master of the Universe, Dragon Pearl Destruction coming through all platforms.
Yes, it's He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, Dragon Pearl of Destruction. Intense beat-em-up action that puts the power in your hands.
What?
Grab a friend and fight for Eternia with 4 playable heroes. Classic arcade controls. It's powered-up pixel perfection for your gaming console or personal computer. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, Dragon Pearl of Destruction, coming soon. From Limited Run Games.
Of course.
Thanks for joining us here at the Opening Night Live
Great.
show. We're only about halfway through. It's a sufficiently chunked up show. And just to prove my point, here's a new trailer for Absolum.
Nice.
October 9th. That's a release date reveal. And I think Frog Mage revealed too. That was cool. Now, if you'd like to take a break at this moment, maybe grab a water and some snacks, I really can't recommend it. Here's a brand new look at Long Gone.
What did they do? Weld these things on?
He doesn't know how to use the gun. Really true. Most people in a zombie apocalypse wouldn't know how to use the gun.
True.
It's not like video games. They were just point and shoot, you know? It can
Yeah.
get jammed, all sorts of shit. That's neat.
That looks cool.
Sometimes, frankly, I'm impressed by the amount of nice worldwide reveals they book for this
There,
show.
can you guys hear me
Here's
now?
another one.
Told you, I had the ability to adjust volumes. Well, maybe that adjusted it for Stash too. Is the volume low for you now too?
Sounds fine so far.
Okay.
Let's see what chat says. Thanks.
Let's make sure it's only adjusting mine.
Chat said yours sounds much better now.
Perfect.
It was my sworn duty as pre-show host to make people excited about Gamescom opening night live. Thing is, you can't just tell someone to be excited. You can't just say, y'all excited, and expect people to start clapping. You have to give them a reason to be excited. So, here they are, the top 10 reasons to be excited for Gamescom opening night live 2025. Number 10, hearing people make noise when someone asks if they're excited. Number 9, a new trailer from The Outer Worlds 2. Number 8, the emotional adventure of seeing a new game for the first time and not knowing if it's free to play or not until the end of the trailer. It's anyone's guess these days. Number 7, Ninja Gaiden is showing up. And every time there's an Azuna drop, someone in the audience always goes, yeah! Number 6, knowing there's no Silk Song, understanding there's no Silk Song, but still thinking, what if there's Silk Song? Number 5, Ghost of Yotei is in this? This PlayStation just had a 19-minute gameplay blowout. You have to wonder what they've been saving for Gamescom. Is that Wolf gonna do something crazy? Number 4, Silent Hill F going full freak mode. Number 3, watching game designers develop their public speaking skills in real time. Number 2, the worldwide reveal of Call of Duty Black Ops 7. Now you might be saying, didn't that already happen a couple of months ago? No. That was the teaser. This is the worldwide reveal. And the number 1 reason to be excited about Gamescom opening night live 2025, Resident Evil Requiem. So they just announced this at Summer Game Fest, and then they said, see you at Gamescom. Well, look at the time. It's Gamescom. Or it will be in a matter of minutes. You're still in the pre-show. But how about a new look at Planet and their Teidigungskonnen.
German. So nice try.
Commander. The cooperative state has honored me with the supervision of your well-being. Get you back up to speed before our lives are alive. Glad to see you've not lost your touch. Multiple separatist vessels approach. They wish to eliminate this facility. Destroy them before they do.
The days fly by when you love what you do.
Welcome again to the Gamescom Opening Night Live pre-show. If you're just joining us, there's still plenty of time to enjoy some bonus video game trailers before the big show begins. Here's a freaky one.
Gotta say, I like the water sound effects.
Yeah.
It's always something about the water, guys.
Always.
All right.
Interesting fact about that game, they actually created that whole environment by 3D scanning the entire bathroom of Geoff Keighley's mansion. Now, we've got 3 more videos and not a lot of time left before ONL begins. So next up, 2 trailers back to back.
Millions of souls pour into the underworld every day. You're no different. My lord, he's here.
I bid you walk the mortal world once more. Fallen leaves return to their roots.
This host is fun.
Young
It's
God
Kyle
of the
Bossman. He used to work at Easy Allies, and then before that, Game Training.
Over the city for ages.
He's independent now.
Not one of them.
Yeah, he does a weekly show.
The soulless obstacle. You can judge my fate.
So he's basically his own boss man now.
Yeah. Yeah. Every now and then he still reappears on the Easy Allies podcast.
What? What's us?
Cast their dead to flame. And sacrifice ignites the war on earth.
Here we go.
Here we go. no die. Swords and legends.
Did we miss what console that's coming to?
I don't think it showed.
Okay, I didn't think so either.
Neighbor broken. It's the new truck driver simulator.
Actually, yeah, it might be.
Legitimately think that's what it is. Totally what it is.
Bad news, Deacon. Storm's almost on top of you.
I got us.
You can still turn around, you know.
Pineview won't hold out. XTC Logistics.
They said you were coming. Take care now, you hear?
Okay.
Let's get it done.
Yeah, they'll just let you drive into a tornado. Don't worry about it. Road kick. PS5, Xbox, PC.
Interesting.
I'll give you a moment to catch your breath after that. But to be honest with you, that was not the last King of the Road you're going to see in this pre-show. I've got one more trailer for you. A brand new reveal for Sonic Racing Cross Worlds.
All right. This one's on Switch too, guys.
Oh, I heard it. Pac-Man, yeah.
Yeah. Peter, oh, they're both getting DLC packs from each other. By the way, guys, that means there's day one DLC and you never wrote. I'm not a fan of day one DLC. That's just content he sold to you. Oh no, okay, the DLC's later. Never mind.
Cool.
Never mind, the DLC's later. Okay.
And
That's
that
fine,
concludes another
Okay.
10 out of 10 pre-show. Up next, Black Ops 7.
I'm cool with that.
Yotei, Silent Hill F, Resident Evil Requiem.
That's fine. They're
and
announcing
more
future
parodies.
deals.
It is time for Gamescom Opening Night Live
That's cool. I'm
2025.
good with it.
Thanks for watching.
That is cool.
So it's fine to announce your DLC plans. That doesn't bother me.
Damon X Machina demo dropped on Switch too. eShop.
Hell yeah. Tight PC on. Keighley. Demo's up.
Mine's almost, it's almost downloaded.
Yep, I might have to down. I Switch 2's upstairs. Yeah, but. You guys ready?
My body is ready.
Guten Abend! Welcome to Gamescom! You get the Switch! Alright! This is opening night live. Hello, everybody, and this is the kickoff to the biggest games festival in the world.
You look tired,
here
Geoff.
in Cologne, Germany. We've got over
You look very
5,000 fans in the hall here at Cologne Messe tonight. Welcome, everybody.
Quick, someone give him a caffeine injection.
More than 300,000 people
Smelling
will walk the
salts.
show floor, which for the first time has more than 1,500 exhibitors. It turns out that E3 didn't die.
He's
It
about to
just
cry.
moved right here to
Dude,
Germany.
someone tell Geoff to go to sleep, man.
And of course,
Get
there
someone
are
else to
millions
host.
more
Holy
watching
shit.
Live around the world. No matter where you are, we're all
Literally, you
connected
can see it,
tonight
dude. He
as one
is
global
exhausted.
community to celebrate the art,
I feel bad,
creativity,
man.
and joy of games.
Too much
The boldest
dunkel.
keys to the biggest blockbusters.
Yeah.
Today, the game industry has never been more dynamic. Clever ideas from small teams are breaking through in huge ways. This summer, Peak, a co-op climbing game created by Aggro Crab and Landfall Games, stormed the charts on Steam, and right now,
There's
I can
different
announce
time
the
zones
first
for
time
him.
it
He's
sold
putting in
over
extra
10
work,
million copies
marketing,
to date.
meetings.
Congratulations to the team.
By the time he gets to these shows, he's just fucking dead. I don't blame him. He's doing so much work.
A wild dating sim where you can romance a treadmill or a curtain. It's on Steam right now.
You really gotta love to do this stuff to do what he does with the amount of time.
All these successes prove something important. Small teams with big ideas can change the industry. And that brings us to one game made by a handful of developers in Australia. For 6 years, Team Cherry has been crafting Hollow Knight Silksong. It is highly anticipated and Steam's most wish-listed game. Well, tonight, I can finally definitively tell you that Silksong is 100% actually launching this year. And behind me,
Give us a release
you're
date.
seeing some brand new Silksong gameplay, the first extended look since the last trailer in 2022.
The date will be revealed Thursday.
You guys here at Gamescom can play a demo at the Nintendo and Xbox booths. There you go. Silksong is real.
Thursday. Yes, Thursday is the release date reveal.
And on Thursday, Team Cherry is going to be sharing some news as part of a YouTube premiere on their channel, so make sure to check
There
that
it is.
out. Tonight, we'll give you a first look at this holiday's biggest games, like Call of Duty Black Ops
Yes,
7,
folks, I'll probably.
Ghost of Yotei, plus major news on Prime Video's Fallout Season 2 arriving in December. And
There's a
later,
Pokemon thing the
we'll have a
same day,
special
too.
performance of the music of Clair Obscur Expedition 33, one of this year's most celebrated games developed right here in Europe. Plus, a brand new look at Resident Evil Requiem from Capcom, and the world premiere of the opening cinematic from World of Warcraft Midnight from Blizzard. Now, as always, ONL is also about surprises, and we do have multiple brand new AAA game announcements and reveals over the next 2 hours, so stick around right until
Hell
the
yeah.
end. This is our biggest opening night live we've ever done, so
Say
let's
that
not
every year,
waste
Jeff.
another second.
Say that every
It all
year.
begins with this.
It's always
One of the big
bigger and
7.
better.
I was probably one of the big 7. Resident Evil.
It
Colin.
brings me such satisfaction to see you here. A witness to my work. You will know fear.
They want you afraid. Fear makes you easier to control.
Call of Duty movie?
It's time to wake up.
Yeah, Call of Duty.
Cool.
The streets shall once again run red with your blood.
Raul Menendez ignited global unrest on an unprecedented scale.
Menendez
Yeah, that's not that far away.
We're bringing
2035.
peace and security to the world.
Refuses to let me go.
I'm looking backwards, David. What matters is what we do next.
A lot of people count on us for answers.
Spectre, one of them. Need a sit.
This isn't real.
Dominate!
We got to leave that. Killing the man is a hell of a lot easier than killing the idea.
You were never cut out to be a Mason.
No more games. This ends now.
That looks wild.
Get the Reznov challenge pack when you pre-order
Wait,
now.
it's a Call of Duty game. That looks way different than Big zombie mode, yeah. Wait, what? What's this top-down tactical shit?
Yeah.
How that? Zombies, of course, Dead Ops Arcade as well. And it looks like we also have an official date. Call of Duty Black Ops 7 releases on November 14th. And to tell us more, please welcome Miles Leslie from Treyarch and Natalie Pohorsky from Raven to Opening Night Live. Hello, guys. Congratulations on the reveal. Welcome, Miles and Natalie to Opening Night Live.
Thanks for having us. We're very excited to finally talk about this game.
Yeah, excited. Let's get into it.
All right. Well, that trailer was obviously intense. Black Ops is back. Twisted world of Black Ops as always. It looks like you're definitely pushing the envelope again.
Absolutely, Geoff. It's been a long road, and we're thrilled to finally be sharing what we've been building. Black Ops 7's got a bold vision of the future. We're diving into 2035, and it's a future that feels real, just out of reach, but it's twisted in only the ways Black Ops could. And, you know, you come to expect what you got there. It's a world of fear. The shadows are gone. Nothing is what it seems.
Yeah, 2035 setting. So the question is, you know, we're wondering, how does Menendez, how does this all fit into the Black Ops timeline?
Yeah, so we're pulling threads from Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 6, but don't worry, don't get it twisted. This is a beast of its own, Black Ops 7. We're stepping into a world spiraling from the return of Raul Menendez and the consequences of the past.
All right, well, I'm curious who the protagonist is, so you can tell us who's stepping into the light in this game.
Yeah, David Mason returns, but he is not the same. He's carrying deep scars. Some you can see, some you can't. And he's got a new team with him, and every mission, every move is a test.
Now, what makes this story stand apart? Yeah.
We're also introducing the Guild.
Yes.
Important to mention, a global tech force that claims to be humanity's last line of defense against this mysterious threat. And their CEO, Emma Kagan, is a visionary leader with a clear mission. But how she chooses to confront this crisis is often at odds with David and his team. So it's not a battle of good versus evil, it's a clash of philosophies. What kind of future are we building, and who gets to decide?
All right, so some deep thoughts there. So yeah, tell us about, how does the story stand apart this time?
It's the characters.
Okay.
So the story is about identity, memory, and consequence. And we've crafted this cast like pieces of a puzzle. So each one has a reason to be there, and each one brings something unique to the table. And we've also got our central city of Avalon, which is more than just backdrop. It's a living, breathing space that evolves with the player. And it's also where our story roots take hold.
All right, well, one thing we want to talk about is gameplay, and I understand you're doing a co-op campaign for this one?
That's right. From the start, we wanted to make a bold change with the campaign. Black Ops 7 can be played solo or up to 4 players.
Oh, that's
it's a
cool.
shared experience. And every mission has been handcrafted for variety. Tone, pacing, gameplay, location. You're going to be running on the rooftops of Japan, exploring the Mediterranean coast, and then diving deep into the human psyche. All of it has been crafted to really add clues to the story and offer their own gameplay focus.
Wow, so wild story, co-op campaign, you are definitely pushing boundaries this time.
Yes, we are. Black Ops 7 is all about innovation across the entire game, and not just in gameplay, but in how we tell stories, how we connect players, and how we build worlds. And this is just the beginning. There's more to come at Call of Duty next, including multiplayer and zombies. But for now, we hope you guys are excited to step into something new and experience something truly unforgettable.
Amazing. All right, Call of Duty Black Ops 7, thanks so much, guys. And now, here's the behind-the-scenes look from the rest of the Call of Duty development team. Scott?
Black Ops 7 brings an all-new way to play the Call of Duty campaign. This time, you're not going in alone. You have the option this year to play solo or up to a 4-player co-op start to finish. You can bring your friends, you can make some new ones, and there's a whole bunch of adventure even after the story.
For solo players, we really make sure that they can engage in the campaign the way they want to and feel like they're truly playing a Black Ops story.
What's going to be fun is having each player in your squad gravitate towards their own play style and then really playing off of each other.
We've crafted this as an inherently social mode that features the amazing linear Call of Duty missions that our community loves.
Mission variety is at the core of the Black Ops 7 campaign. The pacing shifts between high-intensity combat, stealth-driven objectives, and deeply psychological sequences that challenge your perception of reality. Avalon serves as the narrative's anchor throughout, but the campaign stretches far beyond its borders, both geographically and thematically.
It's dynamic and full of opportunities to explore, experiment, and experience the story in waves.
And in the culmination of the co-op campaign, we're unleashing something bold, the endgame. It's a proving ground to put everything you've mastered throughout the campaign to the test. The endgame is a brand new PvE social experience where you and your squad will need to survive overwhelming odds, adapt under pressure, and break the rules of what you thought a campaign could be. Each run is a new step in your power journey as you wield personalized abilities and face unexpected challenges. And here, all of Avalon opens up.
It gives us a lot of freedom to have some fun with the gameplay mechanics, player movement. Players really can turn the map into their playground.
This is your chance to explore the world beyond the mission.
That's just a quick look at what's to come with the campaign. Every mode of this game is built with the intention to deliver the best possible experience to our players. So whether you're a Call of Duty veteran or new blood, there's something for you in Black Ops 7.
All right, for much more on Call of Duty Black Ops 7, make sure to watch the full-length Black Ops 7 Direct and tune into Call of Duty Next on September 30th. Still to come, we'll have news on Fallout Season 2 and the announcement of a brand new game from adventure game legend on Gilbert. I grew up playing his games.
Ooh.
I can't wait to show you his next unexpected creation
Nice.
a little bit later. All right, who's ready for our first brand new game announcement of the night?
Let's go.
Ron did Maniac Mansion.
Well, to do the honors,
Yes, he
please
did.
welcome back to ONL, one of the most respected and recognizable hosts in esports. She's my co-host, Shocks.
Thank you so much, Geoff. It is so great to be back here at Gamescom and ONL. I just had so much fun last year that I had to run it back. And let me just say, we have an unbelievable show for you tonight. And now, without further ado, it's time for our first new game announcement at ONL. Please enjoy.
Our gods have forsaken us for fear of the coming darkness. Consumes all. But you, lamp bearer, something stirred.
Lords of the Fallen too.
Yeah. That's what I think it is.
Hungry. So I ask you, will you harness this darkness within and deliver unto our so-called lords retribution? But should you fall, the world falls with you. Rise of the Fallen 2. Wishlist now.
Wish list now. All right, Lords of the Fallen 2 is official, set 100 years after the last game, as the fragile veil between the living and the dead begins to tear. CI Games promises a sequel that's bloodier, faster, and more brutal than ever, with more aggressive combat and new boss battles. Your first look at gameplay will arrive later this year. All right, now for something completely different. This next game won Game of the Year at the Game Awards and comes from one of the most celebrated studios on the planet. Next year, it's making the leap to become a major anime. And tonight, we're breaking the news with your exclusive first look.
Sashina.
Hero!
Looks awesome. All right, we're just getting started. Our next new game announcement stars a hero who needs no introduction, a true legend of justice and gadgets.
I need to become more than a man. I need to become a symbol.
What did you have in mind?
Bruce Wayne. You built your own mask. Don't remember that being canon in Batman. I don't think he built his.
Right.
I'm Batman.
Take it up for the Dark Knight.
Serious.
Yeah.
Yep.
Want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. I'm allergic to nuts.
Who's the man behind the mask?
This was rumored about a month ago, right?
Yeah, something like that. It looks good. These Lego games have been really good lately.
Yeah, it's nice to see him do the Dark Knight trilogy here.
You know, he's basically driving a tank, man, right? It's gonna take more than the little explosion to take out a tank. Legacy of the Dark Knight. Hell
Sick.
yeah.
Oh, you've been darkness as your ally. You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by... Who put that there? I could have really hurt myself.
Dude, it hurts when you step on a mic. Everyone knows what that feels like, right? You
Switch to logo. Switch to logo.
Let's go, baby!
The
That's what
Bat
we're
is
talking
back.
about.
Please welcome the head Lego Batman development team.
Dude, these
Jonathan
Lego games have been so good.
Yeah. And I
The
love
Lego Skywalker Saga was so fucking good.
it was, and I love the Dark Knight trilogy.
I'm actually probably gonna pick this up.
Same.
Jonathan, welcome to ONL. All right, so after the huge success with Lego Star Wars, you guys are returning to Lego Batman?
We are
so thrilled to reveal this game tonight for the first time to you all and to the world. And that's not all. At Gamescom, you will be able to play Lego Batman, Legacy of the Dark Knight.
No. How about Switch 2 demo?
All right, well, there will be a demo on the show floor for everyone. Now, let's break down that trailer because we see so many fan favorite references, films and things like that. So what is the story of this game?
This is the definitive, essential Batman story. We take you on Bruce Wayne's epic journey from origin to legend. You'll train with the League of Shadows. You'll fight crime on the streets of Gotham. And as the years go by, you'll establish your ultimate legacy as the Dark Knight. We've incorporated iconic moments and deep-cut references from decades of Batman movies, TV shows, comics, and games, all brought together and brought to life in our unique Lego world.
Well, we cannot wait for it. Let's also talk about the combat, because we've got some real gameplay here of the combat, and I gotta say, feels like you're really amping things up here this time.
Oh, the team has created a really rich, deep combat system that's authentic to Batman's unique style.
Hell yeah.
So, surrounded by enemies, you'll pull off powerful attacks.
This especially hits since WB doesn't make.
You'll use cool gadgets like batarangs,
this is awesome.
stun enemies, and the Batclaw to reel them in. For the first time, we've added difficulty levels, Caped Crusader and Dark Knight mode for those who want an extra challenge. And you'll build a new Bat family of allies as you're joined by playable partner characters like Jim Gordon, Catwoman, Robin, Batgirl, each with their own gear, which you'll need as you take on a rogues gallery of villains from Joker, Penguin, and many more, including the mighty Bane, as you saw in the trailer, voiced by the incredible Matt Berry.
Oh my God, I cannot wait to see what you're packing into this game. It also looks like you have a bit of is it an open world Gotham? Is that fair to say?
Sure, that's right. Gotham is a playground, a Lego playground where you're free to explore. You can grapple from rooftop to rooftop, glide over the streets, or cruise around in your choice of Batmobile. This game has it all.
I think you've sold me on it, all right? I'm pretty hyped about it. It will be here playable, as we mentioned, for all you here in Germany. You can play Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight for the first time starting tomorrow on the Gamescom show floor. Thank you so much, Jonathan.
Please be a Pack West.
All right, now over to
Yeah,
Shock
exactly.
with our game announcement exclusively on ONL.
Thank you so much, Geoff. Indeed, I find myself here in the audience. There we go. I find myself here in the audience. Thank you so much, Geoff. And some of the best fans at ONL. So is everybody having fun? I love it, but we're just getting started. Still to come, we have an amazing musical performance from Clair Obscur, Expedition 33. I can hardly wait. And also a new look at Resident Evil Requiem, as well as a bunch of other surprises. I know what you guys are excited for. I can hear it. But now it's time for a new game announcement. A long-awaited sequel that fans have been eager to see for nearly a decade.
Metroid Prime 4.
Right.
Across 1,000 worlds. No respite.
Had to throw it out there because we've been waiting for nearly a decade.
Yep.
We unlock the Emperor, his angel of death. But the Imperium lies broken. Its army scattered and bleeding. Our foes rise.
I could have went Beyond Good and Evil 2, but that's long.
And I was thinking that too.
On the world of Cronus.
God, what's that been, like 15 years now? 17 years? It's been a long time.
Yeah.
We are blood ravens. There is no victory to claim.
No, he said almost a decade. Metroid Prime 4 was announced in 2017, so that's where I was getting almost a decade from. It's been 8 years.
We fight. For only in death does duty end.
Yeah, Donald Ward.
Okay.
new Warhammer game. There we go, next year. Deep Silver getting it done again.
After the last great conflict, the Battle of Chronos begins again in Dawn of War 4 with 4 playable factions and over 70 missions. Dawn of War 4 is coming in 2026 to PC. All right, now it's time for an unexpected update from the Monster Hunter Wilds team about a very special crossover event.
Switch to Zelda. I can dream. Let me dream. It's not, obviously.
I know.
Okay, Final Fantasy. Okay. Okay.
Oh, Chocobo theme.
Yeah, it's like
Chocobo.
it's Final Fantasy. Even though the cactus guy, I forgot his name.
Cactuar.
Yeah, that's what it is. Cool.
Cool.
Late September. Okay.
That's cool.
All right, to tell us more, it is my great honor to welcome 2 very special guests together on stage. Ryozo-san from Capcom and Yoshi P from Square Enix.
I wonder if this will be playable at PAX. I think Yoshi P's at PAX.
Oh, I have no idea.
Mata will translate for us. Well, guys, it's great to have you both together here at Gamescom. Ryozo, what can you tell us about this collaboration?
Hey, thank you, Yotei. ドイツの皆さん、配信をご覧の皆さん、こんにちは。今日ですね、このファイナルファンタジー14と特別なコラボレーションを発表できたことを本当に嬉しく思ってます。
Thank you, Geoff. Good evening to everyone at Gamescom and all the friends watching online. Today, we're very excited to announce a special collaboration with Final Fantasy XIV.
ですね、モンスターハンターワールドの時にもコラボさせてもらったんですけど、その時もですね、吉田さんとまたちょっと機会があったらどっかでやれたらいいですねみたいな話をしてたんですけど、今回それが実現しました。今日お見せした、映像はですね、まだ一部で、詳細は、来月皆様にお伝えできると思いますので、そちらの方を注目していただけたらと思います。あとですね、今回もですね、吉田さんと、スクエアエニックスのスタッフの皆さん、本当に全面協力していただいたことをですね、感謝してます。吉田さん、ありがとうございます。はい。で、ここからですね、ぜひ吉田さんにバトンタッチして、感想をいただけたらと思っております。
After our collaboration in Monster Hunter World, I remember talking to Yoshida-san and discussing how much we wanted to do it again, and now we're very thrilled to make it happen. What we showed you is just a little glimpse of what's to come, so please look out for more information that's coming next month. But of course, Yoshida-san and the Square Enix team have been working just as hard with us on this special collaboration. So I'd like to not only thank him, but turn it over to him to share some thoughts.
Guten Tag, Gamescom! まずはこのような素敵な場所に招いていただいたジェフさん、それから我々にね、本当にたくさんのインスピレーションをくれる良三さん、それからカプコンの開発チーム、そして何よりゲームファンの皆さん、本当にありがとうございます。
Guten Tag, Gamescom. First of all, I'd like to thank Geoff for having us here, and Ryozo-san for all the inspiration, the Capcom team for working on this special collaboration, and to everyone enjoying our games. Thank you so much.
まあ今良三さんの方からもちょっとご紹介いただきましたけど、まあモンスターハンターワールドの時にご一緒させていただいて、今回それに引き続き第2弾ということで、モンスターハンターワイルズとも、我々クロスオーバーと呼んでですね、全面協力して、コンテンツ開発してきました。
As Ryozo-san mentioned, we worked together on Monster Hunter World, and we wanted to make it happen again, and it's happening for Monster Hunter Wilds. We would call it a crossover, and we're very happy to make this happen with all of our efforts joined together.
もちろんクロスオーバーですので、ファイナルファンタジー14側にも、スペシャルなバトルコンテンツご用意しております。今日は先ほどねティザートレーラーとして、モンスターハンターワイルズ側の映像を見ていただきましたが、我々もちょっとだけ映像をご用意してきました。
Since this is a crossover collaboration, not only Monster Hunter Wilds, but Final Fantasy XIV would also be having a special collaboration content inside it. Outside of the trailer we just saw, Final Fantasy XIV has also prepared a short trailer to show you what you can get.
Wow, all right. Well, thank you so much. Yoshida-san, here's the trailer.
Something brought us back to this place. Something that knows us. Knows the rules. But what if this wasn't the place, after all? Look around you. They can see you. Do you believe this is real? This isn't a game. It's a test. But do you ever ask yourself, what are we here for? We're here to play. Are you ready to play? Welcome to the world's biggest gaming playground. Game on. 500,000 people, 1,500 exhibitors, endless games to explore right here in Cologne. Discover rising stars at
1,500
Gamescom Indies. Step into the cosplay universe, on-site or online. Watch, join, become the hero. Experience live shows, esports battles, and creator events in the Gamescom event arena. Not in Cologne? Go to gamescom.global. Stream the highlights on Gamescom Now. Vote in the Gamescom Award.
Hey, OBS.
Dive into our Gamescom studio on Twitch and YouTube. And of course, we're here to play. Join the fun in our community RPG, Gamescom Epics. Loot awaits. We care. Gamescom runs on 100% renewable energy and puts accessibility first. The whole city joins in at the Gamescom City Festival. It doesn't stop there. The whole world comes together, not only here in Cologne, but also at Gamescom Latam, Gamescom Asia, and beyond. Welcome to Cologne. Welcome to Gamescom.
What they're saying is Germany knows how to party.
Yeah,
Gamescom
for sure.
The Germans know how to party.
I'm ready to game, all right, and that was only a glimpse of what is to come here at Gamescom, the biggest playground in the world, and what it has in store for you. We're here to play, and the fun is just getting started. So, Geoff, what's next? Is anything good?
I think it's going to be good. It's going to be a video game, I can tell you that much. Last year at the Game Awards, we had the honor of announcing the long-awaited return of Capcom's most iconic action series, Onimusha.
And tonight, we take the next step on that journey. Here's a brand new look at
All right.
Onimusha, Way of the Sword, coming in 2026.
All right.
Where are my friends? Hello there, fallen samurai.
To think something like this was right under the city.
This looks good.
Be careful.
Yes, and after everything.
That looked good last time they showed it.
Put him through too. Were you feeling left out? Here, let me show you something to cheer you up.
New ways controlling this lightning.
I'm terribly sorry. Anyway, do enjoy.
The automated industry complex will be the link, connecting and uniting every fragment of this shattered world. This is the driving force that will keep us going. Continuous improvement is essential for keeping pace with advancements in technology. And we don't simply talk about our dreams. We do what we can to make them a reality. All operators accounted for. Teams ready for the mission.
Enfield.
Nate, are you gonna play this?
The debating. Yeah, I thought it was Europa. I did enjoy the last one. Hey, demo out today.
She was found. This
We'll
will
see.
truly be the birth
I might
of
give
a
it a
new
try.
world. A world where we are one and only human race.
I'm afraid your friends came far too late.
I see the years have been.
In my chat, Resolve Digital Media said, can the Ninja crew do a celebratory shot of liquor, whatever liquor you want, once Prime 4 finally gets a release date? Would make my day than my favorite YouTubers and podcasts. Well, we'll talk about it. We got a meeting on Thursday. We can bring that up. We can jot that one down for the meeting.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
You know I'm willing to. Is the whole crew willing just that one? Because we've been waiting 8 years. I
Right.
get it. I get it. It's a big deal.
I downloaded the demo on Switch 2 and PS5 so I can see how it compares.
Jesus Christ. What is going on? Close all those windows. Cancel, my God. I don't know what is going on with this. My computer's just opening random shit. Close all that shit.
You guys having fun so far? We got a lot of shows still coming your way. All right. Now it is time to head back into the wasteland. We're talking about the TGA award-winning Fallout series based on Bethesda's legendary RPG franchise. Season 1 earned universal praise for tone, storytelling, and original character. Not to mention how faithfully it brought Bethesda's game world to
My
life.
computer.
Later this year, the series returns to Prime Video for Season 2.
I don't know what the fuck was
Tell
going
us
on.
more. Please welcome to ONL's
no.
very special guest, series executive producer Jonathan Nolan, executive producer Geneva Robertson-Dorrit, and stars Ella Purnell and
Here we
Aaron
go.
Bowden.
Here we go.
I'd love for them to talk about something with the video game, but will not hold my breath.
Hi, everybody. Great to see you all. Welcome to Cologne and Gamescom. Jonah, we've got 5,000 Fallout fans here in the hall, millions more watching online, and we can't wait to hear about the new season.
Yeah, we're very excited. We literally just wrapped, jumped on a plane, and came out to see you guys. Gamescom is actually really kind of where it started.
My computer was high. My computer was doing something.
2 years ago, we asked Todd Howard to come here and show the very first footage that anyone had seen anywhere of the first season. We didn't come because we figured if the reception was negative, we'd just blame it on Todd. So we're back, and given that history, that much more disappointing that we didn't bring any footage to show you.
Well, let's talk a bit about Season 2. As we see behind us, it looks like we're headed to New Vegas, right, Janelle?
Yes, Lucy and the Ghoul ended last season dealing with a lot of family trouble. So we thought it would only be right to send them to the most family-friendly town in the wasteland to go deal with their shit. And along the way, we're really excited to take them all to some of our favorite locations from the game.
Oh my God, yeah, it's such a classic game, and we're very excited to see what you have in store for Season 2. Ella, it's great to see you again. Thanks for coming out to Cologne.
Hello.
Last time we saw you was at Game Awards when Fallout won Best Adaptation. You're up against yourself and Arcane and won for Fallout. Congratulations. We want to talk about Lucy's journey in Season 2. How do you think her exposure to the wasteland is going to affect her vulture sensibilities this time?
Yes. The question is, what is she gonna do when she finds her dad? Is she gonna bring
Like, what the hell is running?
And give
Taking
him
over my
justice,
computer.
or is she gonna give him wasteland justice, which is the ghouls' justice? I think a central question of the season is whether Lucy will transform the ghoul, or whether the ghoul will transform Lucy, and how much they will influence each other.
Okay, I like it. Aaron, let's talk a bit about Maximus. We went through quite an evolution last season. Now that Lucy and Ghoul are kind of heading to Vegas, Tell us about Maximus. How does he get deeper into the Brotherhood of Steel this season?
So deep.
Yeah.
So
Tell us.
yeah, when we first met Max, all he wanted was to be a knight. And now in very Fallout fashion, a little bit of a careful what you wish for moment. So here he is now with his found status, trying to make the world a better place in extremely, or I guess deeply flawed society.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we cannot wait to see what you guys have in store for season 2. Let's talk a bit about Ghoul. Can we expect more sort of Cooper Howard flashbacks as well in season 2?
Yes, absolutely. Cooper Howard and the Ghoul, played by the amazing Walton Goggins, definitely coming back. We have so much more to do. Obviously, we ended the last season with Cooper Howard dealing with, I think, a very common marriage problem. What do you do when you find out your spouse is planning nuclear war? And so he's going to figure that out. And as he does, he's going to uncover a greater conspiracy with huge implications for the wasteland.
All right. Well, we'll look forward to seeing how that unravels. Now, season 1, of course, was known for amazing original characters that you guys built in the Fallout world. We thought that was so cool. But now that you're diving a little more directly into New Vegas, the fans want to know, are we going to see ties to the video game and characters, locations in this season?
Well, we're super proud of the original story that Geneva and Graham are telling. But there was one character in particular from New Vegas that I was really excited at the possibility of seeing a little bit more from. We're writers, we're no good at describing this stuff. Maybe we should, pictures worth 1,000 words?
Oh.
I think so.
Okay. All right. Well, it sounds like then we might get to hear a little.
Our writers no good at.
Is that possible tonight?
Well, I don't know, Jeff. I heard you like world premieres.
We like those, right, guys? Right, Gamescom?
Gamescom. All right, Gamescom. Here's the world premiere of our teaser trailer for season 2 of Fallout, streaming December on Fallout Prime Video. All the world.
Amazing. All right, let's check it out. Thanks so much, guys. Here we go.
It's a show based on a game series, so like I'm fine with it.
I'm looking for someone. Common story around here. Someone you care about or someone you hate?
Oh, what a great question. What say you, Miss McLean?
Why would my dad go to Las Vegas?
You want to know why the world ended? It started here with one man.
It's all over, but the cry.
Cooper Howard, star of the silver screen.
Like yourself, I am the very best at what I do. And what I do is I know everything. I know there's a war coming. The bombs will only be the beginning. My concern is that you would do just about anything to save your family. I think you are actually quite a violent man. You just don't want to kill me yet.
Let's get lucky, shall we?
I defer to you about what to do in this situation.
I defer to you. Get the fuck out of here.
Alex, awesome.
Claw, baby.
How about that? That looks incredible. Deathclaw, of course, and our first look at the new season. And Robert House's Jonathan Tees, played by Justin Theroux. It is an amazing Gamescom exclusive. And we've got another one for you. The first drop of the all-new Season 2 posters. We cannot wait to see what Lucy, Maximus, and the Ghoul have in store for us when Fallout Season 2 begins December 17th, with new episodes premiering weekly on Prime Video. All right, now back to you, Shox.
Thank you so much. That looks so awesome. I can't wait. But last year, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle was acclaimed for
DLC
gameplay and story. And next month, the adventure continues with The Order of Giants, a story expansion with new puzzles and foes. Here is your first look at the
If you haven't played it,
and
go check out my review after the stream. Such an amazing game.
Great game.
What do you know about the legend of the Nameless Crusader?
Fierce warrior. Fought in the siege of Antioch, 1097 AD. Very tall, like a giant.
Pope Paul IV had an item of this crusader in his possession, his helmet.
Well, I'll tell you what. If I see the helmet, I'll leave it exactly as I found. Sound good? Oops. Giant guardians. Their roots go way, way back. Worshipped by the Mithras cult.
I can't believe you dare to investigate this.
Impressive for a snake. It says Semper Vivus. Always living. Not dead. He's not in a tomb.
So I'm thinking some of this has to take place underneath the Vatican. 'Cause
yeah,
that's where the Nephilim are, right?
Yep.
Oh, there it is! Been calling that since last year. Yes.
and the Order of Giants is coming on September 4th. And as we just announced, it will also
Badass.
be released on Nintendo Switch 2 in 2026.
Oh yeah.
Get this on Switch 2. Get it on Switch 2. Holy shit!
At Summer Game Fest, here is the latest trailer,
Badass, dude.
which reveals more of the vision and the release date.
Oh, baby.
That's awesome.
Good. Oh my god. That just the fuck up, didn't it?
Yep.
Bastards, we cross time and didn't you know
persuasion. Look who
what
it is.
The deluxe portal for 2.
Oh my god.
Adoring fans will be watching your every move.
I'll wait on the DLC. I'll play the
I
I'll replay the for my save, man.
Yeah.
Little tolerance for low ratings.
It's not a super long game anyways, even if I just want to beat the story.
Man, that's so awesome.
Yeah, that's right.
Can't believe that just happened.
Deadpool VR 2, voiced by John Leguizamo. Now,
Luigi.
onto this, world premiere.
Oh, that was great. I didn't scream over the release date. I screamed over it being revealed. It's 2026. There's no date for it yet for Switch 2. I screamed because I did not expect Indiana Jones to get announced for Switch 2 here. They treated it like a shocking moment because they knew it'd be a shocking moment for Nintendo fans. Ah! It's our first Xbox game.
Yeah.
Our first Xbox game confirmed for Switch 2. Hell yeah.
Feels good to finally have that one announced.
Feels good just to get some sort of third-party W for Switch 2 at this point. That's how you know we've been starving for third-party content on Switch 2. A game I already beat. I'm excited to play again. But I'm going to wait on the DLC. I'll play the DLC on Switch 2.
Yeah, but like straight up, you know that even in my review, I had said that when it comes to Switch 2, I will totally double dip and replay it because the game's so good.
Dude, it's not just like a really fucking good game. It's the best Indiana Jones thing ever since like the 80s and 90s.
Yeah, it's the best movie story since Last Crusade.
Update 2.0 lands September 3rd. This is the biggest update in the game's history, featuring 16 Tier 11 tanks and tons of new and updated features.
Yeah, dude.
All right, next.
Dude, we got Lego Batman and Indiana.
Space Marine 2, one of the most fun action games of the generation. Well, next year they are set to do it again in John Carpenter's
I'm not spoiling anything.
Finally, an update on this.
Combines
Hell yeah.
action horror with over-the-top humor.
Well,
And don't worry, ThunderStash's reviews are all.
Premiere of John Carpenter's
If you want to go check it out.
Provide. You see my new toy?
Liar, liar! They're wrecking our ride!
Use some help now.
I need some first.
Release date? Ah, still 2026. Okay. Okay.
Super fun. All right, our next reveal comes from a true legend of game design, Ron Gilbert. The mind behind Monkey Island, Maniac Mansion, so many other classic games that defined the golden age of point-and-click adventure games in the 80s and 90s. I loved those games growing up. Well, now Ron is back with something completely new and completely unexpected. It's called Death by Scrolling, a roguelike, vertically scrolling RPG set in purgatory where you'll battle waves of enemies, hoard gold, and do everything you can to stay one step ahead of Grim Reaper herself. Here's the first ever look.
That looks cool.
It's very fun. I've actually been playing this game over the past few weeks, and trust me, it is dangerously addictive. This screen, as you can see, never stops moving, so you're constantly on the move, fighting to stay alive. A really fun game. Make sure to check it out. All right. Now onto a studio known for its unforgettable storytelling. Back in 2019, the groundbreaking RPG Disco Elysium took home 4 Game Awards. Since then, Zaum, the studio behind it, has been through a host of changes, but tonight, 6 years later, those who now make up the studio are ready to give the world the very first look at their next CRPG. It's a dive into the shadowy world of espionage, where the truth can be stranger than fiction, and every failure isn't the end, but the start of a new path.
I once knew a spy. Brilliant. Relentless. Magnetic. Her name was Herschel. Dark gold hair, a well-worn life beneath. A dandelion buff, waiting to be blown. She tried to look out for me. For us. Mattered in the end. Everything she touched went into failure.
Love the art style.
There we go.
So it's launching to Steam first.
Gamescom Cares, our platform for responsibility projects here at Gamescom that we hold very close to our heart. This year, we are giving the stage to highlight one of the many great initiatives. It's dedicated to all the games promoting democracy. We invited a developer to learn more about it, and I'm here with Fried, CEO of Paint Bucket Games from Germany. Hello, tell us about the game you made, The Darkest Files.
Hi, thank you. In The Darkest Files, we tell the true story of Fritz Bauer, was persecuted by the Nazis and forced to flee Germany, only to return after the war to fight them with the sharpest sword of democracy, the rule of law. It shows how quickly a constitutional state can become an unjust state and how this leads to darkness. But it also shows that we cannot simply stand by and watch. When this happens, we must take action.
Indeed. There are other examples like your game playable here at Gamescom, such as Glass House by Flat 28 Collective from Italy, a story-rich CRPG set in a lockdown apartment block at the dawn of a world war. And Compensation Not Guaranteed by Team Project Lunch from Singapore, a document checker thriller about a post-colonial country from the perspective of a government official worker. So, Jur, can you tell us why these games are so important and so impactful?
Well, games are more than entertainment. Like any great art form, they reflect our concerns, our fears, our hopes, and what preoccupies us. Democracy is under attack right now. Minority rights are being violated, and the world is becoming increasingly interconnected. So games are a powerful medium for addressing these issues, and they have the potential to inspire change. I am glad that not only are many people in the global games industry engaging in projects like this, but also more and more institutions like the European Commission or the United Nations.
A very important message. Thank you so much. And of course, thank you to all of the dedicated developers around the world who put so much heart and soul into those games, making the world a little better. Please check them out, everyone, and check out all the great initiatives of Gamescom Cares. Now, we have much more Gamescom ONL to come next. A very special performance of the music of Clair Obscur, Expedition 33, plus Resident Evil Requiem.
Sorry, guys. I'm still like coming down from that ending.
I know.
My heart's still racing. I'm like, it's weird because it's a game I already beat. So good, I'll play it again. And then we have DLC. So like, I was already pretty excited about the Lego Batman, but I thought that was going to be like the extent of new for Switch 2. Would be Lego Batman, and that was it. It was awesome. It's kind of weird. Obviously, it was on Xbox last December, playing it off Game Pass. Came to PlayStation this year, Switch 2 next year. Being released 3 years in a row.
Yeah. It's pretty wild.
And as he reminded me, Nash Vito said this was happening back on June 1st. He just reminded me. He responded to my post on X about it.
Did you tell Nash that I said it was going to happen in January?
No, I didn't say that. But yeah, he came out and said it's on its way to Switch 2. He just didn't know if it was a key card. It's going to be a key card. Let's not kid ourselves. It's Microsoft. It's a key card.
I'm expecting key card, yeah. The only thing I'm wondering is, do we get the DLC? Is it the complete edition?
Yeah, they didn't confirm that. They didn't confirm it. I'm sure it's got to be there.
That'd be nice.
It has to. I mean, it's going to get the DLC, but it should be there day one. Of course, then they'll charge $80 for it, and I'll be like, God.
After an ageless slumber.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a key card. They don't even put the game on disc. Microsoft, they make you download it even though they have a disc. So, yeah, it's gonna be a key card.
It's not complete on PS5 either.
Yeah. So, but I expect all third-party games to be key cards. It's one of the things that, like, I know people lose hype because it's not a. But look, guys, the whole world's gonna be. So.
Power stirs.
It sucks. But I'm just like not gonna just like quit gaming.
Whatever's lurking.
Exactly.
It's behind this
Like the game is what matters to me more than the physical copy that people are panicking. You can't download the game and play it like 20, 30 years from now. Like, I'll be dead.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna care 20, 30 years from now.
Yeah, I'm not concerned about that.
You know? I'm not saying I'm going to get the key card. I'll just buy it this game. Still.
How long have they been trapped in here?
Be it destiny or chaos, I shall break the cycle.
Plus, I don't feel bad buying the game because I never bought it. I just played it in the game.
This looks good. Yeah, that's the thing, man, is I'm a gamer first and foremost. Collecting is a bonus to the hobby, right?
Yeah.
You know, you and I, we're very much mentally prepared for the day we go all digital. It'll be fine. That's life, man. Things change.
Yeah, it doesn't really bother me. I mean, it does because I want physical to be around, but then it. Bottom line is, I care about the games more than I care about how I play it.
Yeah, you know, all comes down to controllables and uncontrollables in life. And the key card's an uncontrollable. There's nothing we can do about it.
You just got a fresh look at Delta Force, which launches today on PS5 and Xbox. And the best part, it is free. Now it is time for something truly special and one of the most requested moments from our community this year. Earlier in 2025, Clair Obscur Expedition 33, the debut title from French indie studio Sandfall Interact, captured hearts with its stunning Belle Epoque-inspired world and unforgettable stuff.
Absolutely. This is a very special game, and tonight we wanted to bring that world to life right here on stage at ONL with a special acoustic performance from the game's soundtrack. Please join me in welcoming the first big live performance ever, the composer of the game, Laurent Castar, and vocalist Elise Dupont-Pussier, performing Alicia from Clair Obscur Expedition 33.
Nice. Cool.
It was absolutely beautiful, absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. And we have so much more opening night live right after this.
Xbox Game Studios.
Since ancient times, the Hayabusa and Raven Ninja clans have wanted to keep peace.
Ninja Gaiden.
The Hayabusa clan in this spot.
Or
But your clan, the Raven clan, has always had a secret motive.
Michael Gutman, you want better third-party story?
Hayabusa.
That was probably you were probably not a lot of studios had dev kit. Pretty normal, really. Actually, when you look at like the PS5, like it gets everything. A lot of games in its first year were just backwards compatible PS4 games.
Understood.
That's just how it just goes with multi-platform third parties. They usually take a couple of years to catch up. Looks like 2026 might be the year for the third parties.
Yep.
So, makes sense. I know we all want it right away, obviously.
What it takes to slay the dark dragon.
We have a few. We just don't have release dates for them yet. Besides Borderlands.
The very theme
that one we're getting like 3
years ago. Even a mortal
October 4th.
heard of me.
They launched in September 12th, but I think the Switch 2 one is October 4th. Isn't too bad. They just needed to probably some extra time to optimize.
Yeah, which is always a good thing.
Don't kill him. The whole world's at stake.
Well, we've seen so many great games so far, so make sure to spread some love to these amazing developers and teams behind them, and wishlist your next favorite game on Steam by checking out our Gamescom Steam event. And the best thing is you'll find even more games from this year's Gamescom show floors, from beloved indies to big blockbuster titles, by scanning the QR code below. Now it's time for the world gameplay premiere of an MMO shooter set in a post-apocalyptic dystopian Seoul, South Korea. From NC Soft, This is Cinder City, blending narrative-driven shooter action with a vast, seamless open world.
Freeze! ADF!
Get on the ground now! Drop your weapon or we'll shoot!
Drop your weapon! Last warning!
You've crossed the line. Are you trying to get us all killed here?
3 minutes to drop. Everyone stand by.
That's not all. We've now got a second brand new game from NC. Time Takers is a competitive team-based survival shooter where the ultimate prize isn't points, it's time itself. Here's your first ever look at the gameplay.
I floated in an ale-induced stupor, a ghost of my former glory. Until one day when I was stabbed. I thought I died. Instead, I was given a second chance in a strange world, alongside rogues from across the timescape. We were promised to fix our past. I guess that's what we're here to do.
What was that Time movie with Justin Timberlake?
Oh, yeah, where they have to trade and time and currency.
Decades.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
Silent Hill has defined psychological horror in games.
That was a good
And
movie.
tonight,
Yeah.
the fog rolls in once again. Here's a brand new look at Silent Hill F from Konami, including
There you go,
the
Silent Hill.
reveal of American voiceover actress Susie Young as Hinako.
In time. Okay, thank you, Joycey. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
It's so good that it's still the water up. You better consider
You saved my life and laid claim to my soul. In turn, I shall save your souls by claiming the life of your own self.
What is that? What is this place?
This way.
Better get going. good day is always an extraordinary day. And an extraordinary day isn't always good. With that in mind, today's a bit too extraordinary.
So this is where you are. I wondered where you had gone. You need to start getting ready. It's time to say your goodbyes. You're going to kill them. With your own hands.
What's going on? It's got my home too. The halls, the doors, everything's changed. Tell me, who are you? Please. Just die.
It must be hard for you to bid farewell to childhood friends.
Yes.
Okay. September 25th.
I'll be there.
Interesting.
Yeah, very. Kronos? Yes.
This is the Traveler, an agent of a shadowy faction known as the Collective. And in Kronos the New Dawn, you'll step into their role. From Polish horror powerhouse Bloober Team, nominated last year at the Game Awards for their Silent Hill 2 remake, comes a bold new vision of survival horror. In this world, the dead don't stay dead. When they find each other, they merge into something far more terrifying. Launching September 5th, here's your brand new look at Kronos, the New Dawn.
Yep. This game looked fantastic. One of the highlight games of that partner direct.
This gives me Dead Space and a little Stranger Things vibes with the different like dimensions that you'll see probably in this trailer.
And remember, folks, we already know this is coming to Switch 2. Nintendo themselves pushed this game.
Are you glad to see me, friend?
Who chose who gets a dev kit? Nintendo. I mean, it's their dev kit. They say that pretty definitively that Nintendo. I love the chat. Who makes decisions? Who do you think makes those decisions?
Right.
Oh shit. Warp Pipe Pass. That's crazy. So the Warp Pipe Pass is also needed for PAX West to play Legends EA.
Okay.
Just something we got to mentally note. I thought probably on the 21st.
All right, for our next trailer, let's turn it over to the head of sequels at Obsidian Entertainment.
Guten Tag, Gamescom. Look at this. Tens of thousands of Europeans into one building in the dead of summer with absolutely no air conditioning. This is the type of dystopia we here at Obsidian Entertainment absolutely respect. Am I experiencing Schadenfreude right now? I may have messed up the pronunciation, but you knew the idea. How are you? My name is Mark. I am the head of sequels here at Obsidian Entertainment, and I've got big news. I am going to drop a brand new trailer for the Outer Worlds 2. What are you going to get? More planets, more chaos, and an actual release date now that GTA 6 got pushed to the spring. So strap on in. Stock up on some gummy bears, stock up on your favorite pretzels. Get ready. Here comes the Outer Worlds 2 trailer. Roll it, Geoff. It's got to be Geoff that's rolling it, right?
And now, a trailer for the part of the game you'll remember more than the ending. The Companions.
Let's skip the diplomacy.
Chemically enhancing your statistically unsafe lifestyle. This might sting a lot.
Ooh, an enemy.
Sort of a spread.
Be grateful you're not on fire.
And no, you can't sleep with them.
Lots more to come here at ONL, but now a first look at Inzoi Island Getaway with Inzoi's first and free DLC, which is coming tomorrow.
Microsoft's getting rid of that. Or I think they already did or something. I haven't seen one in a while.
Don't scratch the body. Let it get you down. No, no. Relax. Take it slow down. Yeah. You would be so good in the wood.
Where calamity began, this trial shall end. Awakeners, prepare for the final confrontation.
7 deadly sins.
This game looks interesting. I signed up to see if I could be part of the beta for it. We'll see.
なんとかなってよかったな。けどな、俺たちにまた一つ面白い運命が待ち受けてる気がするんだ。多分楽な冒険じゃないだろうな。この広い世界にはたくさんの試練もあるはずだ。だけど俺たちが力を合わせれば乗り越えられるさ。何ぼーっとしてんだよ。やることが山ほどあるんだ。早く出発するぞ。さて CBT 募集が始まるってよ。絶対参加してくれよな。
Like one person clapping in the audience.
Oh, the ROG, finally.
Oh, there we go.
It brought you here, my fire.
Don't listen.
Your reputation is legend.
Oh my, I think I know what you are.
So weary is the wanderer.
The wanderer.
The treads of fertile soil.
There are some big news. We finally have a firm release date for Vampire Bloodlines 2, October 21st of this year. And next, since we're here in Germany, it is only fitting to spotlight a homegrown success story. The deep survival crafting of Enshrouded from Keen Games in Frankfurt. Still in early access, Enshrouded has already let friends adventure, fight, and build together in endless ways. But tonight, the world is about to change forever. A new force is coming, one that will redefine how you explore, how you build, and how you survive. It's a monumental edition, and you're hearing about it first, right here at Opening Night Live.
Listen.
Right.
I dreamt of a time before the corruption and the fight for survival. I dreamt of a shimmering home and of exile. To find peace, we must brave the deep. Hear the old gods whisper, and an ancient fury awakens. We shall purge the profane and command the water to yield to our will, for there is no greater power than the flame of the faithful.
Awesome. And tonight at ONL, we have news of the latest Xbox franchise that is coming to PlayStation for the first time, and the reveal of brand new expansion as well.
Hell yeah. Why not switch to, damn it? You have mouse mode. We literally have mouse mode. What are we doing? Oh, this game.
Honored friends, masters of the blacksmith guild, let me introduce a young master and new owner of Gutenberg's old forge, Henry of Scallis.
Ready? We can begin.
At Legacy of the Forge, the second story expansion for Kingdom Deliverance 2, you'll put your blacksmithing skills to test to acquire and repair a legendary burnt-down forge with brand new design features. All right. Do we have any Cult of the Lamb fans in here?
Here we go.
All right. It's time for some big news for the darkly comedic action adventure management hybrid game. Here's the announcement of a major expansion of the game coming soon.
Sweet.
Now, last year, World of Warcraft celebrated its 20th anniversary and kicked off its three-expansion story arc, the World Soul Saga. Here to tell us more about what's to come is executive producer Holly Landale.
Let's go. The game stats will refuse to play correctly. One of my favorites. Let's go, man.
Hello, everyone. I am so excited to be here to reveal our next adventure, World of Warcraft Midnight. I'm equally excited to welcome you all home with our new housing feature. And if you're here at Gamescom, please come by and check it out on the show floor. We have a lot coming in this next
Check it out a pack.
expansion, our 11th expansion. To start with, on the horizon, there's a looming darkness, and it's threatening the ancestral home of our blood elves. But Midnight is also about light, and about hope, and about heroes who rise when the world needs them most. And it's about the bonds that tie us together. And it all starts at the Sunwell. And if any of you have ever played WoW, do you remember the Sunwell?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sure do.
With that in mind, please enjoy the premiere of our cinematic introduction to Midnight.
The light guides my steps and illuminates my path. The light plays through me, and by its grace am I made one with all that is sacred. The light
Leandre, it has begun.
I need you with me on the wall.
Lorthamar, the void will envelop us soon. Only the light can save us now.
No. But the time for prayer has passed.
The sunwell will not fall. Not while I draw breath. Little elves. I can see you grow weary. How much longer can you hold out? Flee and save yourselves.
Liadrin, don't.
Light be with you. You see? She understands it's hopeless. Soon, you all will. The light guides my steps and illuminates my path. The light flows through me, and by its grace am I made one with all that is. The light guides my steps and illuminates my path. The light flows through. I know that I am unworthy. I don't know if I deserve your help, but I know my people do. Please give them strength. I admire your spirit, but that will not save you. Soon, I will break your world.
You can't even break one elf.
This darkness comes to devour everything. And when it is finished, there will be no more light. Without your aid, we will perish. I thank you. Help us. The sunwell will not fall.
Not while we draw breath.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm still wrapping up the story in the current X-Pack, but
what a great cinematic.
I'm happy for you.
Blizzard, and hope you guys enjoyed that. All right. Next is the global announcement of a new project from Team J, the dev team behind Delta Force. Project Spectrum is a tactical shooter for the fearless. It is a physiological horror PvE game. That's right, where you battle against monsters, other players, and your own sanity as widespread anomalies twist around the world. Face the horror or become the horror itself.
Can you describe the sound in the recording?
Sorry.
Let's go back to the start.
I remember the wind. Strong wind. What the hell happened here?
We got company!
Blocking you spots. Molly. Oh.
The loss is too heavy for you. But sometimes, loss can birth beasts and bury truths. What do you think? What if you are the beast?
The beast? Let's go back to the start.
Interesting.
All right, this next world premiere feels familiar, yet it is something brand new from wargaming. And trust me,
No consoles for it.
you haven't do anything like this before.
Nothing.
It's come PC,
Probably in early development.
and Steam Deck.
Yeah.
This October, Sucker Punch and PlayStation take us back to the year 1603 into the sandals of Atsu, a lone ronin driven by a single purpose to avenge the brutal slaughter of her family at the hands of the ruthless Yotei 6. Tonight, we have a new look at the deadly, beautiful world of Ghost of Yotei.
Go.
Holy Karma.
Are you going to keep me alive?
Swordsmith's daughter. I watched that tree burn. How did you escape?
Same way. I survived every battle. Thought of killing you. Ruthless spirits wandering the land, driven by vengeance. Sometimes I feel like that is what I am.
Nice.
There you have it, an amazing new look at Ghost of Yotei out October 2nd for PS5 and firm today on ONL. It's also getting a Legends co-op multiplayer DLC in 2026 with fantastical supernatural story and survival missions, all free if you own the base game. For nearly 3 decades, Resident Evil has terrified, thrilled, and defined the survival horror genre. Now, a new chapter rises from the shadows. Back in June at Summer Game Fest, we gave you the first glimpse at Resident Evil Requiem, and tonight, we are diving deeper with a brand new look that explores the haunting backstory of the game's protagonist, Grace Ashcroft, and why she may be the key to surviving what's coming.
Yeah.
Hang on. You've been on that thing all day.
Well, if you're gonna work someday.
Get some sleep.
I'm almost done, just a sec.
It's really coming down hard. Mom, phone. Mom. It's right beside you.
Hello? Yes.
Who was it?
Dunno. They asked for Miss Ashcroft and then they hung me.
Rude.
What the?
They're coming. Grace, we need to go.
Go where? Mom, what's going on?
Hurry.
Wait. Who's coming? What's wrong?
We need to keep our voices down.
This is ridiculous.
Come on.
Tell me what's going on.
Now is not the time.
Mom, wait!
Grace, keep moving.
Oh. Who's that? Oh. I'm so sorry about the power outage.
What happened?
It's really no excuse, and I apologize for the inconvenience.
Oh, no.
Don't worry. I should have it fixed soon. I just need to find my...
Come on in, Grace.
Yeah, that's Resident Evil, all right.
Yeah.
Grace, look at me. Grab my hands. Okay, look at me. Look at me. In. And out. Breathe in. Out. Oh, Grace. I promise you, I will explain it all to you one of these days. Grace. Please know that you are my hope. Never forget them. What are you talking about? Just... I love you. I love you too. Okay. No, we need to find a way out of here now.
We don't have any of our stuff.
We can come back for it later, Grace.
All right. Looking
that game
good.
is insane. I got to see that sequence in Osaka about a month ago. There's a lot to share, and there's a reason it was the most wish-listed title coming out of Summer Game Fest June. Now, for those of you here in the arena tonight at Gamescom, there's some good news, because you'll be over the show floor, be the first players in the world to get hands-on with a playable demo of Resident Evil Requiem at the Capcom booth as we count down to the launch this February. A huge thank you to Capcom Takeuchi-san for that special look. And with that, Gamescom Opening Night Live comes to a close with the celebration of gaming doesn't stop here. We'll be back on Thursday, December 11th for the Game Awards, streaming live around the world as we honor the best games of the year and give you a glimpse of what's coming in 2026 and beyond with tons of brand new game announcements. You're leaving, but before we say goodnight, we do have one last surprise.
Yeah, one more.
A global announcement.
It's waiting for it.
Student that walked away with multiple Game Award wins for last project. Please take a look.
Help me here. You ain't got to try. It's all me. Look at that belly of yours. Where's the mountain? Hey, all of that losing again. That goes well. Must will take us back. As we keep that mountain in her up.
Okay.
Hey. Flogging, life spared. What are we going back? This place got food on our table and... They're coming off.
Yep.
That's probably years away. But nice.
Yeah.
There's a special announcement. Game Science has announced and kicked off development of a second title in the Black Myth series, this time starring Zhong Kui, the ghost-catching god who wanders between hell and earth. This will once again be a single-player ARPG rooted in ancient Chinese myth and folklore. And don't worry, to those who love the Black Myth series, the westward journey won't end here either. It's been amazing opening night live tonight. Thank you so much to Shocks for joining me.
Thank you so much, Geoff. I had so much fun. Also, a huge announcement at the end of that to close out Opening Night Live this year and kick off Gamescom 2025. It's it's been so much fun to host this thing again with Geoff. What an amazing show!
Oh, it was such an amazing show. Great job to you. Thanks for coming back again. And thank you to everyone for watching online and here, the audience in Cologne. What a great night. Have a great Gamescom 2025. And we'll see you on December 11th for the Game Awards in LA. Good night, everybody.
All right. All right. All right. Well, guys, first off, how we doing? How we thinking, everybody? Hold on. there's a screamer.
There we go.
God. I'll get it back. Hold on. It's not working for me either. I do this. There we go. Shh, give me a second.
Yeah.
It's all messed up on my end. It's all right. I'll get it fixed. Anyways, so Stash, thoughts?
Let's see. So a lot of games announced. Bubsy 4D didn't have that. You know, obviously we know the Bubsy collection's coming. Didn't expect to get a new one, and I have a feeling it's going to be good. I saw the owner of Limited Run, Josh, post about the He-Man game, and just talking about how much work's been put into it, and that they're trying to make it more like Golden Axe, and not like the Konami beat 'em ups that we grew up with, like Turtles. So that sounds really cool. I mean, He-Man, I'm totally in on that. So if you're an 80s kid, you grew up with that. That was exciting. Long Gone. That was the pixelated game that looks like the Last of Us or Silent Hill, a combination of Silent Hill 2 and The Last of Us and a little bit of RE in pixelated form. That looked interesting. Valor Mortis. Cool. King of the Road. Definitely interesting. You know, I wouldn't necessarily be interested in playing a trucking game, but I did play one recently on my ultra widescreen monitor, and that was kind of cool. Sonic Racing. They got the DLC for Pac-Man and for Sonic. That was cool. Black Ops campaign mode. Excited for that. Really enjoyed Call of Duty last year with Black Ops 6. I reviewed the campaign mode. Loved it. Truly loved it. That's the whole review. I didn't even play multi. I literally just played it on Game Pass for the campaign. And this looks like more of the same. It's just nice to see them taking the campaign mode seriously again. Lords of the Fallen 2. Cool. Lego Batman. That was nice to see, because it's the Dark Knight trilogy. I saw all three in theaters at midnight. So very excited to see those in Lego form, and it looks very good. Onimusha, cool. Silent Hill, cool. Project Spectrum looks cool. Death by Scrolling, the Ron Gilbert game, the vertical scrolling RPG. That's got me excited. There's no release date. A lot of these games, there's a lot of games with no release dates. But whenever that comes, I'll be interested in checking that out. In obviously Indiana Jones on Switch 2, that's got me, very excited. And I think there was a wide variety on show here. And I'm excited to see what comes from this now, Nate. Like, people's impressions on the show floor.
Yeah. Look, it was a great show. I play on multiple platforms, so obviously, as a Nintendo channel, I'm looking for pretty surprising ones. But yeah, overall, I really enjoyed the show. I thought it was one of the better. Like sometimes it does. I always feel like the show is almost like a half hour too long. I feel like that every single year, though. So it is what it is. Maybe if they didn't do the pre-show, I wouldn't. It's fine. Yeah, I mean, look, obviously for Switch 2 owners, I think the two biggest and the surprise of Indiana Jones. I know that one really caught. I'm not too shocked on Lego Batman. Lego games come to Nintendo all the time, but it's just nice to know that that they have dev kits and they're obviously going to have this day and date. That's really good to know. Not that I didn't think they would, but Nintendo literally works directly with Lego company, but that's different than the studio that makes the game. So really happy to see they're working with them. Maybe future Nintendo crossover Lego. We'll see what happens there. But the Indiana Jones thing was really, really cool. I know, get excited about a game that came out and just, but you got to remember, like, we're coming off the heel of an era where only made games exclusively for their platforms, and they're bringing them multi-plat. And yeah, they're not day and date. It wasn't day and date on PlayStation 5 either. It came to PlayStation 5 months after it arrived on Xbox. So it coming at all when it's only a current generation game, it is not an Xbox One and PS4 game. That's exciting, and it's a pretty demanding game. It does run on Series S though, and as some developers have been quoted out there, if it runs on Series S, it is and should be possible to put it on Switch 2. That was from a port dev studio that put that opinion out there. So it's obviously coming over. And what's really cool is after this got announced, because one of the very first he decided in wake of this that he wanted to let people know Starfield's also coming to Switch 2 in 2026. He put the tweet out during the show. I'll read it verbatim here. It says, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. See that planet? You can go there. And it's a GIF of Starfield. So he's saying Starfield 2026, Switch 2. Not really shocking, of course. We've been saying for a long was probably going to bring like everything. And obviously it's beginning slower than we would like. We would like to see it start or something, which it does look like it's not going to be the Call of Duty stuff starts. But I also think that even Microsoft probably had limited dev kits. They had dev units. Obviously, we have the announcement of Indiana Jones. They can't do that if they don't have a dev unit. But I think even Microsoft didn't just have like unlimited dev units. They were probably handed a few, and they had to decide which company was going to get them. And obviously, it looks like Bethesda and Machine Games, obviously, right now we know for sure has them. And I think that's going to just, increase over time. Nintendo's going to open those floodgates, dev kits out, and all of that. They like to control things. And some people get mad. And I do agree that it's a little infuriating. But I also think Nintendo wants to prevent the opposite of what we're dealing with now. So people think now that releases are thin, especially from third party. I can understand that a little bit. We've had some, but it's been a little thin. It's about to pick up beginning next month. We're getting Chronos, right? We're getting NBA 2K, and then we have Borderlands coming out in October. So we're starting to get some third-party games coming. But I do think that Nintendo wanted to prevent the flood. They did not want the problem the game industry used to when they saved it. Too much shit coming out at once. And if they gave everyone a dev kit, you would see 1 billion games coming out at once to a relatively small install base. And realistically, those games would probably fail because there's just too many games releasing and not enough. So I think Nintendo had a strategy there where they were wanting to intentionally Microsoft unlimited dev kits so the games would come out at a more trickled pace. That being said, because the last thing Nintendo wants is all the third-party support their day one, and then they don't get sales and they never come back. That doesn't make sense. So you consider that. You consider Microsoft dropped a huge announcement for Indiana. Thought that announcement was coming today. Didn't leak, so that made it even more exciting. And they treated it like it was a big announcement. That was the cool part. They literally knew for the audience at Gamescom, probably not a big reveal. For people watching at home that are Nintendo fans, that was the reveal of the show. That was it. That was the big one. And they knew it. and they treated it like such, which means they were treating us Switch 2 fans, with respect, being like, we know this is a big deal for you to get this game. We want you to know, we know it's a big deal. We're going to treat this like a deal. To me, that feels like Machine Games, the port studio, whatever, is going to be treating this as a respectful port, I hope, and a high quality one at that. Obviously, there's some hopium there, but yeah, I thought this was a really good show. Obviously, you know, everyone's waiting for third parties just to have Switch 2 logo. 2026 seems to be the target for Nintendo, to start letting third parties do their thing, which makes sense. Nintendo plans to sell 15 million by the end of the fiscal year. So you're starting to have a 15 to 20 million install base. You're going to start letting get in on that. So, yeah, look, this has been great. I got to say, this was one of the better opening night lives that I've watched, and I've watched every single one of them. And this makes me really excited for the Game Awards, because if we're getting this announcement now, we supposedly have a general direct coming in September, which will probably have more third-party announcements, and probably the third-party Silk Song's getting probably dated on third. Things are starting to add, like, and we're going to end the year strong, is what I think, with announcements. Hopefully with releases as well, but with announcements for sure. I had a $20 super chat come in here. Let me get this up.
Valiant Tempest has donated $19.99 and says Starfield Switch to ye. Boo. W Day 9 port, begging for metaphor.
Yeah, I know. A lot of people want metaphor. I think you'll see a lot of these slightly older games get ported, such as Indiana Metaphor and stuff in time. Obviously, we want new games day and date. That was what was nice about the Lego game. They're treating that. I'm happy about. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about the future here. What kind of sucks is that it's been a very slow start to the gen, and if you guys, I don't know if you guys pay attention, what happened in 2017 with Switch is kind of like an exception. Almost every console launch is very slow to start. PS5 was extremely slow to start. Xbox, even slower than PlayStation. Wii U, very slow to start. Wii, had Wii Sports and Twilight Princess and Red Sea. Yeah, and then what? It took a while. It wasn't until like Galaxy that like things started to pick up again with Wii, even though it stayed sold out because Wii Sports was such a phenomenon. But it was a slow start. Game-wise, if you bought it day one. You know, I had 3 games at launch, and then I was literally waiting months and months for new stuff. You know, same with 3DS. 3DS didn't even have a killer launch game. It was Steel Diver.
Yeah.
So like N64, killer launch game, but we were waiting a bit for the next bang. So yeah, this is actually normal. This is a normal launch period, except Nintendo's actually than most companies would. But even then, it sucks because for a lot of people going to Switch 2, Switch was their first Nintendo platform. And maybe one of the first gaming consoles because they came from phones or tablets. And it set a really high bar for launching a system that was probably unrealistic to expect to repeat. But I'm really excited by the future. The third-party games looking great. Opening Night Live had a lot of and you know, I know like we all want Resident Evil Requiem to be announced. Obviously it's probably not going to be there day and day. I do expect it to be on Switch 2 eventually. But maybe it will be. We got to remember there's a general direct supposedly coming. There will be some third-party announcements in that direct. Maybe that's one of them and they're saving it. We'll see. I'm not going to rule it out because Capcom does work with Nintendo. So we have another super chat here.
Valiant Tempest has donated $9.99 and says, also, a big reason to be excited about a lot of these is if they can get games like Starfield and CP2077 running decent, then IMO almost teach anything's possible.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta think that it gets Cyberpunk 2077 if it runs, I would say decent, not great, but decent. If Indiana Jones runs, if obviously you know Starfield runs decent, we already know we're getting Star Wars Outlaws, which kind of hit or miss a little bit. We'll see how it's like when it comes out. It is Ubisoft. They're not always on top of their game. That game had lots of issues at launch on other platforms. But we're starting to see modern games are coming. Now I get it. It's not day and date brand new play. It's gonna happen though. They haven't had the dev kits very long. It's going to happen. I think 2026 is when we start to see those day and date type announcements for a lot of stuff. And until then, obviously, we sit back and hope Nintendo can carry the day. Whether or not you think they've been doing a good job carrying the day is your gaming preferences, of course. I think a lot of people are a little perturbed. Some people are satisfied. So some people are still playing DK Bonanza and don't even care. Some people actually like Dragon Drive. Yeah, it is what it is. You know, can't satisfy everyone. You have anything else you wanted to add, Stash?
No, I don't think so, man. I think you recapped it really well, and we enjoy what we have now. There's plenty to play. If you own all the consoles and you don't have anything to play, then you're not looking.
You're not paying attention. If you own all the consoles, there is Stash just talked about earlier, 12 games coming out next week that are like really good games.
Yeah,
they're not on Nintendo.
From August 26th to September 5th, 12 games coming out.
Yeah.
All within the time we're pretty much at PAX.
NBA 2K, that one's coming on Switch too. Please perform well enough you can have crossplay, please.
I know.
Please. I'm going to be so upset if it's still 30 FPS or some shit.
Yeah, same.
Anyway. Is Switch 2 getting Assassin's Creed Mirage? We have no idea. We know Shadows was rated. That Assassin's Creed game was rated for a ratings board. So we know like that's coming. We just don't know when. That could be one of the direct announcements.
Feels like a direct announcement.
Yeah. Yeah, because that wouldn't be a big deal for anyone else but Nintendo people. Whereas, like, you know, you're like, well, then why did they? So, because some people wonder why didn't they put the Indiana Jones 2 announcement at the partner direct? Because it would have been would have had a big pop there, right? Because that's the audience that was excited by it. I think they just wanted to pair the DLC announcement with it. I think that's really what it was in the DLC. So they just felt like it'd be better if they packaged them together. Yeah, because you can't really reveal DLC and then get the Switch 2 because the moment it's in the direct, we all know the pop at the end. So and you do get a bigger surprise when it happens. Expect that sort of announcement. And maybe it's because Microsoft is going to be announcing Starfield in the next direct. And so they wanted to split up their big game announcement. I don't know. I'm just saying that because Nate the Hate put it out there, and he's usually pretty accurate. Although, we're about to find out after this direct if he's accurate about Kirby Planet Robobot HD. That's supposed to come to Switch this year. He's been talking about that for years. And he said it's coming this year. He hasn't backed up, so we'll see. That's something that would have to be in this next director. It's just not happening this year. You shouldn't expect any ports to run at 60. I think that's a little disingenuous. WWE 2K, 60 FPS.
Yeah.
No, do I expect Indiana Jones to be 60? No, I don't expect a game like that to be 60. I don't expect Starfield to be 60. Maybe if it's unlocked frame rate and there's certain areas where you're that to be. But multiplayer games that are in enclosed arenas like NBA, NFL, I know Madden doesn't, but it should. These games should be 60 FPS. There's no reason anymore. You can literally just skip 4K and do 1080p 60. I don't want to hear you. I want to hear it. It's not an excuse. There's no excuse for enclosed multiplayer games to not be. We're already seeing games like Apex Legends gets up there, gets up to 60. We're you know, no excuse. Fortnite, come on. 100-player maps and we're getting 60 FPS. So let's not. Here's what I hate about it. Let's not give third parties that excuse anymore. They can have it with very specific type of titles, like an Indiana Jones, which doesn't really need 60 per se for the kind of game it is. But these multiplayer games, there's no reason. There's no reason.
Yeah.
You're on a 1080p handheld. 60 FPS should be expected. For the multiplayer games. Again, single player experiences don't always need. But I'm more like if Indiana Jones is a locked 30 but looks really nice, I'm good with that. But we'll see. Well, we'll see. Obviously, a lot of it just comes from how much the developers care, or if they're a lot of the time and the money and the manpower to do it the way they want. Because sometimes there's just budgetary reasons that they don't really get it as optimized, which shouldn't be an excuse, by the way. Optimization, we see this issue with AAA games in general. Like some companies just don't prioritize optimization. And it sucks. It sucks for everyone, not just like you guys think it sucks for us. There's people with PS5 Pros that games run like shit. You think people like spending $700 and maybe even the disk drive and everything to have their games that should be running at 60 and 4K struggle to hit 4K and have frequent dips? You think that people are happy about that? You think I'm happy with a $3,000 plus computer to pop in World of Warcraft, max out the settings, everything's going good, then out and down to 5 FPS? You think I like? No, no one likes buying expensive shit and having games not run well. World of Warcraft is actually pretty well optimized. It's just every now and then, you know, that's a MMO. There's things you can't control, and so things happen sometimes. So if I lower, yeah, then it's fine. And thankfully on PC, you have that option. You stabilize things. Consoles, you don't get that option. We don't get that level of customization in most games to lower settings to make it the way we want. By the way, maybe you should start giving us those options.
That'd be nice.
You can have some simplified modes, performance and, you know, graphic mode or whatever, but then give us that fine tune. Hey, maybe we want to turn the lighting down. Hey, maybe we're okay if we lock the resolution at 720p if it gives us 60 plus FPS. Give us these options. But again, this requires companies to really truly care. We know Nintendo perform pretty well on their own hardware. I realize Pokemon Company does weird things with Game Freak. And yeah, Donkey Kong Bonanza had some issues here and there. Maybe wasn't the most optimized. I know some people think there's a running theory out there that DK actually got bumped up because that was but Metro Prime 4 needed more time. So instead of finishing the optimization on DK, they're like, well, this runs pretty damn good. And look, it's a Game of the Year contender, so clearly it runs pretty damn good. It's just, oh yeah, there's some late stage stuff that they probably could have improved on. But I leaked Lego Batman on your what is this? I leaked Lego Batman. So sorry, my chat's jumping all over the place. Someone told me that they leaked Lego Batman. I think on your video yesterday, I'm glad it reveal plans it since you got your info. That would have been mud on my face. There was some in my DMs on X, and they reminded me after it was revealed, because back then they thought it was being revealed soon. They had that they were leaking to me, and I didn't post anything about it. I never covered it because this is weird. Like, I don't know who this person is. It's like a random person. And then they reminded me today, and there was, sure as shit, it was the fucking game we saw. So they had access to a source that were showing them images of the game back in. So like, technically, I've known about the game, and I've known about it coming to Switch 2 for a year. I just didn't believe the person. I didn't believe him. So, because I mean, look, I can't believe just random strangers. It's gonna be fake.
Yeah.
We're in the days of AI. You know, people can modify games and make them look like other games. Lego games are on PC. They can easily be modified to look like Batman. So it's like, you know, didn't take it that serious, but shit. Can't ignore it now. Because that was legitimately a screenshot from the saw. Nate the Hate's calling out Switch Force. Why? Is he mad that Switch Force is teasing the thing? Or is he disagreeing with Switch Force? That could be a thing too. Nate the Hate tends to do this some. Let's see here. Nate the Hate hasn't heard about anything about 4 years. I'm not seeing. Okay. Yeah, Nate the Hate's not doing anything. So basically, Switch Force put out a tweet. It says, before Geoff takes the stages before Gamescom began, the general Nintendo Direct we've all been waiting for. And then someone tagged Nate the Hate and said his thoughts of it. Nate said, Unless you set a day and date in mind, it doesn't really. So what he's saying is, hey, what he said doesn't mean much unless in your mind you had. Well, sure, yeah. Switch Force is being intentionally vague. He's gonna say reveal more as we get closer to September. So I wouldn't really say that he's like shooting him down. He's just saying that like it's what he's saying is extremely vague. Which it is. It's intentionally vague. I mean, it is. Literally, he's not telling us. Basically saying it's not Thursday. And sooner than you think is what? Well, it depends on what you think. If you September, maybe it's the second week. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
that's the vagueness of it. That's what Switch Force is doing. He supposedly says he knows the day it's happening. So why he's being intentionally vague when he knows he wants people to keep coming back. He wants people to keep coming back to the channel until he gives the goods, next week at some point. Why? I don't know. That's just what Zach's choosing to do. Or maybe that's what his source is making him do. I have no idea. Or maybe he just doesn't know and he only knows a week. I have no idea. I don't know what he knows. I haven't asked him. You guys might think, like, just because I know content creators that I actually talk to them about this stuff. For the most part, I kind of leave it alone because, of course, and I know they're not going to. And if they do, then it sucks for me because I can't speculate on their rumors anymore. Because I know if Zach just tells me behind the scenes, what am I supposed to do with your rumors now? I can't talk about I've said this before. When it comes to rumors, sometimes I don't want to know.
Yeah, same.
If it's my own private source, that's different. But if somebody else, anyways. Oh, and for those that take Nate the Hate's word as gospel this year, so someone asked him that today. Which, if you have concerns about Metroid Prime 4, you better. This Wednesday, we're having the one and only Riley, aka Kiwi Talks, who has interviewed current and former Retro Studios developers and has a little bit of inside track on the 4. We're going to be drilling him. We're going to see what he's willing to say, what he knows. Can he calm our fears? Can he drive our hype? He literally said he's so glad that people freaked out about Kirby Wednesday. I don't know if there's going to be any news there, but he's ready. He's coming ready. So, and he's working on a speech he's giving at next month.
Yeah, at a game developers conference in New Zealand about Nintendo.
Talking about Nintendo and how they develop games, which why would he have any knowledge of that? Because he's been talking to Nintendo developers for years. And if you don't believe me, all you gotta do is go to his YouTube channel. All the interviews are public on his channel. You can he's been literally for a very long time. All right. I think that could probably just about do it. Probably wrap it up here.
Yeah.
We got a lot more we can talk about, but we got a podcast.
We got a podcast tomorrow.
We got a podcast to put that in. Like I can get more thoughts in Indiana, but why? We got a podcast tomorrow.
Yeah.
Sucks. We got Gamebird's thoughts. We got Eric's thoughts. We have 3 guests. Interviews. Dude, this could be great. We have a killer show for you guys tomorrow. The podcast will be set up before the end of today, guys. I don't have it set up yet because, forgive me, I didn't plan for there to be a direct. But it will be set up before the end of the day. My live stream, this stream on my channel is going to redirect, and that stream will redirect to the podcast. I'll have it set up. Thank you guys for being here. It's been fun.
Yeah, it's been a great time. I'm excited. Podcast will be fun tomorrow.
Yes, it will be. All right. Catch you everyone later.